Well, that was that 5 minutes gone. So that's unfortunate, isn't it? Yes, it is. You see, the big issue is, and hello to you too. The big issue is that there's not an actual game. So that's a thing. That's a thing we're gonna have to deal with. Well, God only knows what shortcut I just did, but that was the wrong window. Whatever it was. Anyway, there's going to be a game shortly, just not quite yet. It's going to be a lot of rendering for the next, I don't know, X number of minutes. Insert number of minutes that the X relates to here. But I was always planning on doing a little bit of trains prior to the actual thing, so you're just going to have to hear me tippity-tappiting away instead of me playing trains. It's just going to be the interim screen and me tapping away, just basically to give people enough time, because I appreciate you are here bang on the dot. Also, I forgot to actually advertise in Caliber's Discord. I'm so used to not bothering with other Discords nowadays. Let's see. I don't necessarily think it's going to be... Oh, you've been here for the last 16 minutes as well. Oh, bravo. Have a biscuit. Stream only just went live. Well, that's peculiar, because there would have been the 5-minute timer window. So I don't know quite why it would have only just gone live. But I suppose, arguably, it really shouldn't surprise me. It's... decided to not work properly. But hey, technically, I appreciate you being here on time as well. I was only saying it specifically to Lightning because he'd actually chatted. The moment you chat, you get a thank you for being here as well. I'm very pleased that you feel valued. Right, so I suppose I'll give you some indicator. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. That's probably going to have a lot happen a lot in the next 10-15 minutes. I didn't mean to do that. Oh cock! You'll just get that mumbling constantly, but I'll try and tell you a little bit about the game. So it is mostly based around dice, which, I mean, it's going to piss me off, something drastic, but that's not technically the point. The cards will tell you what dice to roll on each enemy, so there shouldn't be much issue there. Boss cards. Marvellous. As you may have just understood, I just mumbled the phrase boss cards. So there are encounters and bosses. Okay, that's extra enemies. Let's use the same. Yes, use the same background. So again, you're hearing me mumble the phrase extra enemies. Special monsters. I'm a special monster. Here we go. That'll do. Let's get a folder. So yes, there's special enemies, there's boss enemies, there are regular enemies, and trust me when I say they will all kick the shit out of you. Because one crucial thing I will just warn you of, this game's not really balanced. This game requires numbers. Good, there are now numbers. That's fundamentally how I pretty much sort of dealt with it. Yes, I'm afraid you will have to do the boss music in your own brain. Although technically speaking, there will be music once I go over to the correct window, the correct scene, as it were. You will find out that there are, in fact, there is in fact a little bit of music in that one. But right, is that the correct volume of? Yes, I believe it is. I have to figure that out on the fly. That's fine. So, I believe that's for the special card as well. Yes. I don't really have a place for that special card, so I think you should probably go in with the special enemies, despite not actually being an enemy. Right. Blimey, Nightbot's very early there. Very early indeed. Right, enemy cards. I need to get rid of that layer. Perfect. I mean, perfect is a little bit generous, but you know, tolerable. Tolerable. There you go. Tolerable is more in my style of linguistics. Right. What do we need? What do we need? What do we need? We need... No, that's not... Don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. That should be... Yes, that should be... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Tell you what, one thing I'm really proud of, and granted, it's all based on tutorials, but I was doing a tutorial for grass, and the grass looks wonderful. I don't know. The grass doesn't 100% go with the original. The name is Dungeon Deck, if you were wondering. I believe it's the title of the doodah of the stream. But the title of the game is Dungeon Deck. It is Malacalibur themed, but technically speaking, I could, you know, jerry rig it back out of being Malacalibur themed, which is kind of the idea I wanted to go for. That's not... No, I don't need that folder. Bollocks. Okay, get rid of that folder. What I need... Oh, okay. I do need that. I do need a new folder. This is... I'll have to do, because I can't remember what the original one was named. So this is... I mean, fields be a kind of dungeon, true, but I don't know. It's not quite as dungeony as I'd initially planned, because I ended up putting grass along the paths instead of what I'd initially planned on, which was sort of a full stony texture. But ultimately, I mean, it's not bad. And I must admit that the grass texture came out really nicely. As I say, it was based on a tutorial, so it's not sadly like entirely my own work. But the key thing is it looks quite nice, mixed with the fact that I did do a tutorial regarding sort of a tiling stone texture, and that has come out incredibly nicely. Like, it looks almost painted. And the weird one with that one is I didn't really have the tools that the tutorial was utilising. Not only was he utilising specialist brushes, I'm fairly confident he was doing it all on a sort of pen tablet. And I don't particularly use a pen tablet. I do own one, I just don't particularly use one. And with that, it's surprising. It's genuinely surprising how nice it came out. So... be prepared for that. Be prepared. I'll just turn everything off if you say, I don't like that grass, I don't like that dungeon path. But, you know, I'm also relatively proud of the grass and the dungeon path. So, As I say, be prepared for that. It's probably the best bit of artwork in the entire game because a lot of it is just text. And I do fear that the problem is I'm getting it, basically getting it done. And so some of the text and some of the icons, they are not that readable. And I apologise for that in advance. Chester, your character ability, that's right, there's characters and character abilities. Your character ability is fucking too long, frankly, and I blame you. I blame you entirely. Doesn't matter the fact that I designed the whole thing. I blame you for having too long a ability. But nonetheless, it's very tiny. It's very tiny on your player card. And therefore, not quite, but oddly enough, it does revolve around death. But yes, so your character ability is far too long. And therefore very, 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 very tiny. Because it's written in the same... It's written in the same box as everybody else's character ability. It's just yours is twice as long as... In fact, it's probably about 5 times as long as everybody else's. Get you. But the crucial thing is it makes it incredibly difficult to read. Right, we're about halfway there, I believe. And when we're up. And there's a distinct possibility, and I'm hoping I'm going to turn out to be wrong, but there is a distinct possibility that when you flip the cards aren't going to flip in the way I would want them to flip. So, again, it's kind of be prepared for that. Where the fuck is this? Dungeon deck enemies, that's it. So yeah, there's a lot of things that is going to be incredibly janky about this whole experience, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a prototype that I've kind of slightly rushed because basically I decided I was going to do it. I mean, in fairness, I decided I was going to do it quite some time ago. Okay, something's gone wrong there, hasn't it? No, it hasn't. Oh, good. Very good. I'm very pleased at that. Right. Okay, so yes, next up, let's save out the other half. But I think it's more the actual design of the game has been sort of ongoing for weeks and weeks, and some of the monsters you will suddenly sort of go, "Oh, I know exactly when you worked that one out," because he was playing it at that time, wasn't he? Yes, he was, and I was working on it while he was playing the game, and he in this situation is Malus Caliber. While he was playing the game, and therefore the reference was from that direct game. No, Cry of Fear I think was way before I started, so not directly. I don't. It's plausible something in here comes from it. Here's another key point. So a lot of it is based on Mr. Caliber and his doings. However, there is a fair chunk that is just general parody, things from me, and sort of generic bits and bobs. No Bobby Penis, I'm afraid. No, I'd forgotten Bobby Penis. Because yeah, that's the other thing. You got to remember it's based on my memory, and my memory's fairly shitty, so it's difficult. It's often difficult to remember all the little bits. It was weird. Oh, I think it was just your message coming through, which was just strangely emphatic that it was doing things, but there you go. Or remember AIDS. No, I don't think there's any remembering AIDS in this one. as I say, I suspect you'll be pleased by some of the references, amused by some of the not specific references, and then disappointed that your favourite reference isn't in it. So that's basically, we're going to have to live with that. No, not a Pixar. Not making an animation. I wouldn't have said no, but right. So that's the other half. That's the other half dealt with, or at least the first step of the other half dealt with. There's a fairly chunky volume of steps here, so it is taking substantially longer than I had particularly wanted it to, but there you go. Usually the cut-off point for playing an actual board game on this program, enemies, yes, new folder, it is about 5:30. Now I'm hoping to be done slightly quicker than 5:30, but I just need to check through, make sure all of the assets are here, and all of the assets are going to sort of mostly work is the key thing. Right. Yes. So I think everything I need is done there. So I think we're on to actually getting it into Tabletop Simulator, which is a whole nother challenge, mixed with the fact that I don't 100% know if this is going to work the way I need it to. So it's currently all quite theoretical. Right, what do we need? Right. Let's deal with encounters first. So I need 15 cards, so I'll do 6. 6 times 3 is just over. Well, I say just over, substantially over. So 15. Cool. Okay, that's not looking terrible. Right, do that. Do that. Right. Curved. Ooh. I'm naming a file Curved Encounters. So, hey, look forward to that. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, world? What are you doing? Right, so again, 6 by 3 should be enough. And now I'm building a deck that's called Straight Encounters. Looks to have done it. So let's go back here, back there, enemies. So same deal, 6 by 3. These are curved enemies. Now, straight enemies. Cool. Right. So the titular dungeon deck should be pretty much done. How many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Export. No, that's the wrong button. New deck. So if we're looking at getting 8, we'll do 5 by 2. Yeah, that gets me 10, which gives me a couple of spare areas, which will probably be slightly better. Export. And now player cards. Next up, I wanted to yes, I need to do those. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we do 4x2. So how is everybody doing this merry afternoon? I realise I did promise a game and there's no game, but you know. Oh, I see, right. Yes. Do I want to replace that? Yes, I do. New deck. I need to figure out how many special. Yes, special them. So 5. So if I do 5. So if I do 6 by 2, I should keep a couple spare. No, I miscalculated that, but never mind. It should be still be fine. Special encounters. Oh, technically at work, but not getting any calls yet. So yay, yes, yay indeed. No calls is always a benefit, but not being at work is always a negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we do 3 by 3, that should give me the spare space that I need. Export, treasure cards. There you go. You've got another another hint as to what to expect. There are treasure cards. Yes, I need those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So what do we think? 6 by 3 will do. I'm sure there's probably more efficient ways of dealing with these, but I don't have them, so fuck it. Weapons, cards. Right, so let's redo these boons. New deck. So if we've got 10 there, let's do 10 by 4. That should give me plenty of space to get these sorted. Boon cards. Another 10 by 4 should allow me to get the new versions of the detriments. Right, so yes, at the moment I think that's all of my file fiddling done, so apart from got to just get through all of those first. Right, I will keep that. I'll keep that handy in case I need to remind myself of my own rules. Hopefully I do not need to remind myself of my own rules. One would loosely assume I know the rules of a game I designed. However, I mean, I don't. That's them's the facts. Right, let's flash into. I won't actually show Tabletop Simulator just yet because I'm going to be going through my file hierarchy to import all of the assets. As such, I don't want you to see it. It's not hugely unreasonable, I suspect, but nonetheless, this should be the final phase of getting at least a tolerable amount of assets into Tabletop Simulator, which will allow for me to at least have some semblance of the game. Right, objects, components, custom. I've forgotten how many fucking decks I'm trying to build. Let's check this. Right, so we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do them one at a time. I think that's going to be easier. Right, deck. Bam. Okay, this is going to be my... TTS files, that's what we want. Right, let's do this as the boon cards. Rectangle rounded, yes, that's what I want. Boon deck back should work. It was 10 before, so 40. No, that should just work. 50% of that way there, the whole way there. Now get rid of the extras that I don't need. Superb. Right, let's save that. Marvellous. Right, no. TTS, will you please? Okay, let's now... Could you... TTS, please? Are you? Thank you. Right. Let's do detriment cards. That's the same there. Detriment deck back. Superb. Ooh, there's an annoying fly here. Come on, 50%, marvellous. Right, get rid of the cards we don't need. I realise there is an argument that says just don't bring in cards you don't need, but there's always at least one, so I just make sure I cover everything. Okay, next up. So at this point we want... Yes, I suppose rectangle rounded is probably what I want. I don't know for certain if this is going to work, but still. Right. So, curved encounters. So this will either look quite good or really shitty. Curve. Now, curve encounters was 15 cards. I can't remember what the fucking settings were now. No, I really don't know what the fucking settings were. Hopefully that's going to work. We'll soon find out, I suppose. Hey, that definitely did not work. Yes, I needed those settings. Okay, bollocks. I suppose I can look at the picture. So we're doing curved encounters, which was 3 by 6. Equating to, I suppose, 3 times 6, which is 18 cards, yes. Right. We are doing curved encounters. Yes, curved encounters. Select. And now curve. So with a bit of luck. Okay, that's looking like it worked. Aha! But there is one crucial detail I wasn't sure about. But sometimes that's the benefit of being pretty much prepared. Yes, I do believe that's working. So that is curved encounters. Now we'll do yeah, curved enemies will do now. Come on. Yep. Just 3. That's slightly concerning. As far as I can tell, it looks like it's worked. So, right, at this point we want straight encounters, please. Straight back. Straight back. Where are you? Straight back. And 1 step, 2 step. Marvellous. Right. Next step. There's an awfully large volume of steps, I'm afraid. Straight enemies. No kinky enemies here, just straight-laced ones. Technically, I suppose that depends on your kink. You may find yourself attracted to one of them, and therefore that could be classified as a kink. Lovely job, mate. Save. Right, what we got next? Detriments we done. Player cards, that's what we want. So, at this point we want a width of 5, a height of 2, which makes a number of 10. Yeah, I did simple mathematics. Player cards, cloud, upload. They don't really have a back. No, they don't. They'll just have to not have a back. That's fine. Sideways. Is your deck sideways? Yes, I think it is. Or at least I'm going to click. Oh, you must supply a back image. Oh, bugger. I don't have a back. I suppose maybe use that one. I don't know if that's going to do horrible things to the cards though. No, that's tolerable. Okay, that's fine. Superb. So player cards. Play your cards right. Alright, special encounters next. Ooh, what are you doing? Oh, just that. Oh, that's fine. So that is 2 lots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 2, 6. Let's get those saved up as special encounters. Right, we've done encounters, boons, detriments. So I think now we need to do treasure cards. Treasure cards are running, what's that? Free be free. If you wouldn't mind doing. Okay, apparently you really don't want to do. Wait, here we go, I think you're doing. Save. Treasure cards, right. Weapons cards is next up. Yeah, difficult to know what this is going to do to it, but we'll see. Right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which should be 4 times 6, which is 16. No, it's not. 20. 24, you fucking idiot. No, I must be wrong. It's not the wrong line, I must be wrong there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no wonder it's 6 by 3. Which equates to 18. Now, Save object. Weapons, cards. Right, I think we are heading dangerously in the right direction. Yes, I think that is pretty much all the cards done. Outside of that, it's probably going to be improvisation time. Right, so who is pretty much ready now? Because if you're not, shit, I'd get ready. Because we're probably mostly ready. I will create, create a multiplayer room. Max players, I mean, 8 should be more than enough. Right, create the server. It is capital J, capital D, RAGON, and then the password is SAAH. I believe this still works. There we go. That is the details written down in the chat for you to join the table. Now at this point, what I'm going to do is try and build the fucking thing in some fashion. Right. Okay, so let's see, what do we need to figure out first? So let's get our treasure cards on the field. Ah, Malus Caliber connected. Or at least he's attempting to, which is good. Right, treasure cards. Let's put treasure cards there. Now, I might have to scale some of this up because it's quite small at the moment. Right, player cards, that's relatively important as well. Oh, Nicarin, you're here. Hello. I mean, I assume you're in the stream perhaps, in which case, you know, hello to you. Discord voice chat, yes, that will be a thing. In fact, yes, what we need to do, let's go Titus with others, that's it. Now hopefully, overlay extras, we don't need that on. There we go, marvellous. It appears to be, yes, it appears to be showing. Now I'm assuming I'll just make it easy and use Caliber's one. So if you just go into the general voice chat of Caliber's Discord, that will suffice. Unless someone's already preempted and gone strange. But yeah, since I think most people are going to be in Caliber's one, you might as well pop into there, which should hopefully, there we go. I'm hoping I don't have to restart Discord this time, but it is possible. So if anybody wants to pop into that Discord... Can you hear me, Chester? Can you hear me?
Oh. Yes, we can hear you.
Marvellous. Okay, I can hear you as well, Chester.
That is helpful.
Right. Okie dokie. So,
I'm going to have to mute the stream now.
Right, what do we need? 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 Right. So... that is encounters. That is encounters, so we'll put them over there. Now this is enemies. Where's the other enemies one? Enemies. Right. Where did the bosses go?
Oh.
Why, I'm here also as well.
Very good. I'm very glad to hear that.
Once I made Discord behave.
I think like Discord and fucking I need to don't want the overlay for Discord. I don't need to see that. I have a second monitor. Don't want the overlay for Discord. I don't need to see that. I have a second monitor. Don't want the overlay for Discord. Also, Malice, do you have earphones?
I can indeed use them.
I was going to say, people probably will need to...
Otherwise, it will loop infinitely.
Fucking stereo. I want to work it out.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was.
Well, that would be the stream audio shortly following life.
Yeah.
There we go. That'll do it.
I thought that was me forgetting to mute the J stream.
No, it was me. I am doing the stupids today.
Today?
Silence you!
Slight problem. I forgot one of the decks, so I need to.
That seems like a fairly major problem, actually.
Well, it's major and minor at the same time. It's not. It shouldn't take too much time to try and sort of rebuild it, but it does make it slightly awkward.
Well, I've got it.
This is not particularly. This isn't exactly the world's greatest stream to be following.
What are you
but-
talking about? This is the hypest stream on Twitch right now.
Dude, yeah, like I'm riveted.
Yeah.
I literally cannot move from my seat.
I know.
That is because you super glued yourself into it, though.
Oh yeah, shit. I really must not do that anymore.
It does make you burn through an awful lot of chairs.
And super glue and trousers. I'm hilarious.
Ow!
Life never likes to be receptive to easiness, does it?
It's a very odd way to phrase it, but no, it does not. I can't tell you what else is going on, but I am most definitely purple.
Yes, that is fair.
I am definitely pink.
You're
Right,
orange,
no.
you liar.
Oh no, you saw through my elaborate ruse.
I did, and I will now poke your hand.
Oh no, not my hand! No!
Be poked.
I must admit,
No!
Get back here.
No,
it looks like
that's-
Nicarin might be the only one disappointed. So
What?
It's okay, Nicarin's. It's okay, Nicarin's just spent the last few hours in a Discord call with me. He's well past disappointment.
Oh, snap.
right, okay. So hopefully,
Hold on a minute. What's that over there?
please don't move things. Because
I'm not moving anything, I'm just looking at it.
If you start
Too
moving
subtle
things,
for
I'm
you.
gonna sort of-
Yes, it is a very old. Oh, God, would it be old? It's like a meme I saw once of someone. Someone was trying to come up with an interesting encounter for their D&D game they were running,
Right.
and they were trying to choose an interesting way they could have an assassination attempt on the party, and then
I
it
see.
hit them. The assassin is a wereball.
With a massive hammer.
Yes, because wereballs are incredibly unsubtle.
Yes. Correct.
And so
That was
the-
me thinking that Pumbaa had just gone feral or something.
No, the I think the joke is hilarious. Because
I mean, it is pretty hilarious, I'm not going to lie.
The joke, one of the jokes being his poison attack is he smashes a vial of poison in someone's face while screaming, "My tactics are too subtle for you."
Ah, I see. Now I get it.
Yes.
Right. Okay. I thought that was part of the game for a minute.
No.
I thought maybe
no,
Jay had accidentally stacked one of the cards up over there.
no,
No,
that
pretty
is
nosy.
an incredibly dumb meme from several years ago that no one apart from me gets.
Fair enough.
I probably should change that image at some point.
No, by all means, don't ever do that. Meanwhile, Nicarin has a screaming man.
Flesh pound. From
Yes, it's the flesh pound from Killing Floor 2. You would know that if you'd ever played the game that he bought you.
Yes, I would know that if I ever did the thing that you said. Oops.
I mean, it's rolling out a Christmas event soon.
A Christmas event, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You'll have some metal Christmas music.
No,
There are
yeah,
like
that is
three
true.
that effect. I mean, I don't know if they will have any more, maybe, but there are 3 at the moment, definitely, that get cycled in one map. That are
Excellent.
awesome.
Yes,
Let's see
I
which
have a
ones.
very pressing question to ask about it.
Yeah,
Does it or does it not introduce the Twinkle Buster?
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
What? How can you not know what the Twinkle Buster
Yeah.
is?
God damn it! How dare you not know about streams Malice did a decade ago on Ustream?
Yeah, you know, when I
Really
didn't
now?
watch,
What?
because I didn't know that you streamed.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But yes,
I'm sure somebody's still got the recording for
Sleep
that
Nuts.
somewhere. Yeah. if he ever comes out of hiding, we'll have to make sure we get hold of that. It was classic.
Yes, no, it was a Flash game?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was about Mega Man versus the Ghosts of Christmas.
And then
when
Santa, sort of.
Yes, and then you defeat the Ghost of Christmas.
All right, here we go. So these are the songs, but I believe I can. So the songs are called "Wreck Them All," "No Rest for Anyone," and "Fury of the Bells."
Nice.
I think
and they are basically the same. So it's "Deck the Halls," something, and something else. I don't know. These fucking Christmas songs. I don't listen to Christmas songs. They suck. They're the cancer of music.
No.
Well,
How?
I mean, I can't necessarily say you're wrong, but at the same time, that does seem like a little bit of a strong term for it.
No, Christmas music sucks ass.
Hey,
because
now.
it's the same thing and it's not
I
creative at all.
I was about to say I really, really like the Geraldine McQueen Christmas song, and then I remembered, Richard, that was a joke song done by Peter Kay.
Yeah, I'm sure those are good. I mean, like Minecraft Christmas, for example, is a great song, but it's not like, a specific Christmas song.
Everyone knows what the best Christmas song is, anyway.
Yes, don't let the bells end at Christmas time. That's the best.
Fuck no! What the hell's wrong with you?
I love the darkness. I can't help it.
Yeah, apparently. You should see a doctor about that, my friend.
Possibly. Right.
No,
Okay.
no, there is a far, far better Christmas song than that. Wink, wink.
Chess, you have a thing to do in the stream. You need to ban someone.
Oh, shit, do I?
Yeah,
You're a rubbish mod!
the unfortunate thing.
At least I'm here. How do I fucking do this?
You click on the name
what,
and then you
I know how
get
to
some
do
buttons.
this.
I'll do it.
You
Yes,
ask.
I'm now here.
Don't listen
There
to
we go.
me. I don't know what I want. I barely know how to breathe.
Right.
I don't know why I went for breathing.
Theoretically, the image should go back on the screen now in a moment, please. Oni, you're here. If you were interested in
Hey,
joining,
there is an Oni.
you can do so. I'll redo the join thing so you can get the details there. Now, the only slight disadvantage is there doesn't appear to be a screen.
But
There we go.
hopefully
Okay.
this will go better than the Bloodborne games did for me.
I mean, it's going to be far less organised than the Bloodborne game because.
I mean, that's a good thing. It means I might not finish last.
Okay, so, if there is.
Might not. No guarantees.
Yeah. Well, no, I do. I do have horrendously bad luck when rolling dice on board games. When
So
it
does
comes to-
Jay.
Yeah, now see, you are going to be at a disadvantage then because this game is all about dice. I'm afraid
Oh,
There is-
fuck.
there's very little else.
Vietnam PTSD flashbacks to
Right.
fucking and playing Candyland on stream.
One,
Candyland.
Yes,
three of them.
Wait.
which is you draw. Oh no, that was card drawing. I'm stupid.
Yes, card drawing. In fairness,
Excuse me, I have to go smash my head into a wall.
right. so
No, what was
Okay.
That time of
Candyland
day.
was that game? Oh yeah, right, that's the game. That's why I thought I was like, wait, what? No, wait a minute. Internet, don't disappoint me. It was named Happy Land, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
That sounds like a great game.
Oh, it's kind of garbage. It's like a create your own level game. Was it also specifically Swedish, or was it just that we knew about it? I don't fucking know. Hold on. Free Lunch Design is the people who made that. Their website doesn't exist anymore. Surprise, surprise. They have a Twitter account.
Oh,
They are in Sweden. Bam! Of course we knew that then. Of course we knew
Well,
what
there
game
you
it was
go.
because we only played those games. We had them on our kindergarten fucking computers and we played them.
Right.
We also wait a minute, we also played
Okay.
them on like
There's-
hold on.
normal.
There's a
school.
first.
Who introduced a dragon to the equation?
Yeah. Well,
Why is that?
That's
I'm
new.
not feeling comfortable
that's
about this dragon being so near me.
give me a moment and I'll explain. Right. there's no actual icon for what your player looks like. So if you pop to you may have to describe what it is. I don't know the settings. It may not allow you to spawn it. But if there should be a tab at the top saying objects.
Yeah.
If you pop that open, you should be able to either go to figurines or I chose the dragon from the RPG kit. You can use a chess icon. You can use a player pawn if you would like. Just some form of figure that is unique to you that can just be moved along the path.
I cannot seem to click on the object button. It doesn't seem to function.
Okay, fair enough then. Right. I wasn't sure if you could at least look at them and not necessarily spawn them. So we'll go for Malice first. Would you like to be a hero, an animal, a demonic thing, a living dead, a villain, or mythological?
Oh, blimey, the choices. Let's be a villain.
Okay. Would you like to be a Cyclops, a Darkness Warlord, a Goblin, a Kobold, an Ogre, an Orc, or a Troll?
I mean, there's not really much choice there, is there? There's, do you want to be some shitty NPC enemy, or do you want to be the Darkness Warlord?
Okay, so we've got ourselves a Darkness Warlord.
Hey!
Right, so, Nicarin, heroes, animals, demonic, lizards, living dead, villains, mythological.
What's in mythological?
Mythological. A basilisk, a centaur, a chimera, a griffin, a manticora, or a werewolf.
Take those again. I'm
a basilisk, a centaur.
Yeah. Take basilisk. That fits perfect.
Okay.
Sure.
Does it?
Yeah, I'm attributing. Oh, that's a different. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm attributing to Dark Souls basilisk. So that was,
that's a cockatrice, not a basilisk. Mythology failure.
I mean, that's what
I mean, no, those are what basilisk are.
I spawned
they
what
are
I
like
read.
Half.
That's what this game classifies as a basilisk.
That's what it is, though.
So Chester,
it's like
lightning,
a weird thing like that.
Richard, whichever you fancy. Heroes, animals, demonic, lizards, living dead.
Heroes. Why not? I'm boring.
So knight, mage, ranger, thief, or warrior.
Let's go for a thief, and I hope to channel that incredibly busted D&D character I rolled up with Nick.
Thief. Nice, right. I don't think we'll need to spawn any more objects for now.
Yes, the one where I rolled a minimum of 13 for every single stat.
We don't need that
somehow.
Pretty busted.
Yeah.
Could still roll once every time, though.
Yeah, I know, but I'm hoping to channel it.
Okay. So, I've shuffled the treasures, which is this deck here.
No, I just realised I have to figure out how to zoom in now.
Well, I might try and increase the size of everything once everything's sort of...
No, that's not a you issue. That is a...
No, I know you have trouble zooming in, but it is devilishly tiny, despite being...
Also, it's very difficult to see certain things
sizes.
when there's a bunch of images as a, as the place to put things as a map.
Brackets.
Now, I'm assuming... Talamino. Is this the open beta test? I mean, it's the shit test, but...
He means yes, he's just being self-deprecating.
No, I mean, in fairness, this is the first time it's ever been played. It's not going to be that good.
Then it can only go well.
Right.
Look, that is the definition of a beta test. Is that everything goes to shit and you learn why.
That's true. Right, okay, so... I'm assuming, are you happy being yourselves?
Sure. You happy being yourself? Yeah.
No, I wake up every day and I hate what I see.
I mean, similar position, but it's the best.
Only you connected and then disconnected.
Oh no!
I don't know if that's intended.
You didn't set a player limit, did you, Joe?
Should be 8, so shouldn't be a problem in terms of the player limit. Now, what did I do? Oh, there we go. So, if you...
Wait, what's mouse is?
Oh.
Does not count.
I mean, for Malice... For Malice, it's basically... Oni is here, so...
Oh my god, Chess, your text is tiny.
Yes, I
Jesus Christ on a bike.
I did warn you. If you hold...
You did, but I don't think you said us.
Okay, unfortunately, it didn't work. If you hold Alt...
Jay, can you move your hand, please? I can't read it.
If you hold Alt...
How do you flip a card?
You press F.
Perseverance.
No. When it's alt and it's mine is on the side.
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's a mistake.
Great. I guess I'll just tilt my head
Yeah.
upon reading it.
Ironically, not a.
As I say, that's unfortunate.
I'm so shake with Nick because Nick's the kind of person who's like, "This is bullshit. I'm not wasting my time on it anymore."
Let's have a look here. So I do believe.
Hold on. Okay. When Chester dies, it is 3 or more lightning. Oh, there's Renoni Bushu.
Yes. If you're interested, only we are in Malice's
There we go.
Discord voice chat.
Yes, it's just really
And
slow.
it's madness.
We're here.
I do believe.
Madness. This isn't madness.
Don't.
This is this.
Don't.
Yes. Heal of 4.
You have been warned.
This is an error to
The perseverance.
What do you got? You have no power. Oh shit!
yes,
We're
that
in your
comes later.
Discord. You do have powers here.
I have all the power.
Yours.
I know there's a dice on my card now. I can't go back to not reading it.
Oh, that's
Oh,
me.
that's. There we go.
Okay. So, Oni, if you're in,
Yes.
it might be awkward with
That's fine.
5 people, but fuck it, we'll give it a go.
What's the worst that could happen?
Never ask that question.
The worst is
Always
probably.
ask that question.
The worst is probably simply the fact that there's not
Game
going to be enough
explodes.
cards is the key thing. Also, then, Oni, since you're here, you need a creature of some kind. Heroes, animals, demonic lizards, living dead, villains, or mythological.
Shit.
Do we have any lizards yet?
I am a dirty great dragon.
Alright, well, we'll go for the undead then.
Living dead.
We'll be the zombies.
A ghoul, a mummy, a skeleton knight, or a vampire.
Yeah, I guess we'll be a vampire.
Vampire.
I like the idea of someone saying that in response to a vampire biting them.
Yes. Right, so we should each
Look at a nice
have
cape.
our character dies on our cards, and we each have our cards. Right, I will just
Correct.
run through, because... Right, let's see. So,
Well, God.
let's use... I think a go token is probably the best and easiest, because I never got round to an actual token. So, if we have this be, say, the same rough sort of lilac-y colour there, and this one the same sort of orangey colour there. So the little tokens next to your player kit will be your charges, your counters. Oh, I do need another one because we've got the achievements one as well, so let's use that. And then
Achievables.
colour bright red.
I like
for
achievements.
Tony. Right, I need another marker of some kind. Checker? Yeah, checker would probably suffice. Can we colour
Do I need to spawn a token for the character?
yes, there should be... Oh, I put him over the wrong place. There we go. That's him.
Okay.
Right,
Fair
so
enough.
orange-
Wait, that's a... What is that?
That's
That's,
what they classify as a vampire.
If
Like
that's a
different take
vampire,
on vampires. It's not like the normal humanoid vampires. These are like
it
the
looks,
type.
it's like a frog vampire.
Well, it's a little,
It's okay
it's a
there
little
at
bit
all.
more sort of Witcher, Fleder type vampire.
I
although-
also love how like everyone has picked like these fantastical like beasts, and I've gone, I'm dude in a hood.
You don't have any max. You don't have any.
This is
rolls, I don't
this is
think.
what I.
In my defense, I did not realize my one was going to be quite so... Whatever the hell you would describe his face as.
I describe it as pig.
Right.
That's probably a generous, flattering term for it, yeah.
Let's do the treasure over there. What the fuck are
I
they?
describe it as pig with an occasional tail clipping through it.
Yes.
Right, we don't need those anymore. We don't need those anymore. I will need another one of these. Oops, not what I want to do. Right, so let's grab these. So, okay. I have an awfully large volume of health. Let's make that a dark Red for me.
Yeah, how come you get so much health?
Because my
Author
ability,
bias.
my ability kind of suggested I should have a large pool of health.
Oh, I see.
Right, there's yours. Whereas Chester, unfortunately, he has the lowest pool of health, but that's because his ability very much goes with the idea
whatever
of dying.
it is.
Well, that and the minute he takes a step, he will be shot in the face. And like,
No, I won't because I'm not being controlled by you.
oh snap! To be fair though, that was hardly my fault. The only control I had over that situation was walking you a step. The game took care of the rest.
Well, whose fault was it for lining me up as the first person to leave?
Yours.
Checkmate. Oh shit.
I mean, technically, it
Reverse technique.
it was yours because, of course, you volunteered, strictly speaking. But
I didn't volunteer. after Malice unceremoniously got me killed in XCOM Enemy Unknown, I refused to volunteer.
And yet, you still ended up there because conscription is a thing.
right, I think we've headed roughly in the right direction.
The many, the expendable, the XCOM.
Exactly.
So,
You died doing what you loved,
those two
being
I-
shot by aliens.
No, I did not die shitposting.
Fair.
These, let's separate these out. Okay, so that dice, that dice, that dice, that dice, tiny dice.
Oh, it's all going on over here.
I'm just trying to get everything
I'm still tuned in. Woo!
roughly prepped.
Oh.
Right. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do it with a pair of D20s, maybe something like that. Let's have a look. Yeah, that'll do. Right. So pair of D20s. Right, I'll roll first. Highest number is the first player, and then we'll figure out how best to do it after that. So I've managed a grand score of 19.
What are we rolling? 20s.
Yes.
Okay.
That's one way to do it, sure.
Very eloquently written.
It should be, yes, I know, but it'll do. I could use the typing tool, but drawing's a bit more fun.
Where would be the fun in that?
If you drag them together and then you can either fling them slightly, gently, or you can hit R and they'll roll automatically. Right, so what we got there?
Okay, I'm not sure that. Worked.
9 and
They-
5, so we're looking at...
Oh, wait a minute. I guess you're not holding them, but sure.
9
Whatever,
and 5 is
we'll deal with it.
14, isn't it? Right, so this is Malice, it should be.
Tis.
As I say, if you drop them on the floor and then you can either sort of scroll across and release them, or you can hit R with them sort of highlighted. That's it.
I'll roll dice as I do in real life. Yeah!
Alright, what we got there? Is that 4? Yes, it is.
Yeah,
It is.
4
11.
and 7.
What I have there
11.
is shit.
Right, so Lightning
Oh my God.
or Oni to go next. Lightning.
Oh, no, Oni goes next.
I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Alright. Well, fine, then I'll go.
Double one, double one, double one.
If you roll double 1, you get shot. If you roll them off the table, you get shot as well.
Oh no!
Right, can you
Can't roll dice on the table. What hope do you have?
can you recollect them and have another go? Just
Shame, really, because it was 25.
Oh
ideally on the
yeah,
table.
sure. Jay wants me to have another go because I managed to outroll him. I see how it is.
Oh, I didn't actually.
Yeah,
play
that's
the
obviously
roll,
what it
I
is.
just saw it go off the table.
24.
24.
Yeah.
Still higher than everyone.
I rolled higher than my
And
health.
now finally,
Shenanigans!
you can grab the pair of dice and roll them. We can get another score on there. So 7 and 5.
Well.
Fucking 12.
Oh, yeah, one last.
Right.
Hooray, last!
We have got lightning. I suppose, yeah, we might as well. I'll tell you what, we'll do an official text thing up here. So, our turn order. We shall do lightning. Me.
Whoop.
Then. Fucking can't read my own writing, which I suppose meant I should have done it properly in the first place. Nickerin. Then. Tony. Oops. He's now the Omnibusher. And then finally Malice. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. 5 doings. And now let's try and figure out how to erase the ship version. There we go.
Be careful not to accidentally erase the table.
Yes.
We wouldn't want that to happen again.
Right. Okay. So.
Wait, flip it, you say?
This, I believe, is our treasure card, so I will flip the treasure card.
Woo!
So we are going for the signet ring of the Spike Overlord.
Nice.
Right, okay, so I need an extra card already. Spike here.
There we go.
In fact,
It's made extra funny to me because I actually do own a signet ring.
Oh, I believe you have mentioned that.
I very well may have.
that may have been where I got it from, but I can't remember, truth be told. Right. So, we all have a extra Spike Pit in our dungeon deck once we are done there.
Oh, no, not
a
Spike
these. Oh,
Pit.
the bosses, right, that's fine. We don't need to worry about bosses just yet.
I'm allergic to falling in those.
Right. With the treasure
I'm
revealed, with the treasure revealed in our player order, we will pick a weapon die. So the weapon dies are towards the lower left of the screen. They're bladed weapons at the top.
That's a lower right, Joe.
I did explain to you that I can't tell left from right, owing to the fact that I'm left-handed in a right-handed world. Lower right-hand corner.
There you go.
We have bladed weapons at the top, bludgeoning weapons in the middle, guns at the bottom. In terms of their type, at the moment it doesn't make a difference. There is... Some treasures will yield different consequences on the weapons. So it's kind of... Take a look, and lightning to go first.
There's only as much as there are some good options here that I might have fun with.
Oh, I suppose I should explain some of these icons as well. Okay, so this is why I wanted to sort of actually find the time to do a sort of rules breakdown, but I didn't. So, in terms of icons, what you got is if it's the weapon icon, and only the weapon icon, that is a blank side. Okay?
Okay.
If it's a number,
Dark.
yeah, that is damage.
It's a number.
That's damage to an enemy. If it's
Dark.
the 7-pointed star with the A in the middle, although you might not be able to tell it's an A in the middle, it's quite small, but nonetheless, the 7-pointed star of Malice with an A in the middle is abilities.
Okay.
The perfect shield is a shield, which downgrades the enemy dice. And the broken shield is a weakness, which upgrades the enemy dice.
Mm.
Oh no.
And I think that's all the icons we have to worry about here. So, yeah. So, for
Okay, I
example,
see.
if you were to choose, say, the hammer, you do one of the highest damages available, which is 4/5. You also have the chance of using the ability, which is stun. You also have one blank side, and you have a shield side. So it's quite high power, and you also have a weakness side. So it's quite high power with a little bit of risk. Whereas... I need to do one quick extra there. And... one quick extra there. But if you were, say, to choose the nunchucks here, You don't get an ability. You're only doing potentially, you know, half your dice is only 1 damage. You've got a blank side, but you do have combo. Now, if you roll combo, you go 1, because it's combo 1+, then you roll it again, and you do it again. So there is every possibility that if you kept rolling combo 1+, you would be able to wipe out an enemy in 1 shot. So it's
interesting.
But then again, something like the katana, I believe it is. The katana, it's got 1 blank side, a shield, but then sturdy, fairly average damage. So theoretically, it balances out to be sort of, you know, something that doesn't put you at a disadvantage dependent on the weapon you choose.
Rather.
Also, they have snarky text. Well, I say snarky text.
What?
They have bits of text on them. So, yes, lightning, it is your choice. You get 2 gauntlet dies and 2 dagger dies. Everything else is a single die.
But as much as I would like to pick the nunchucks and pretend that it's Cerberus, there is really only one choice.
And you are taking the futuristic pistol, which is a weird combination of Warhammer, because of the icon I chose, which is, of course, a bolt pistol, and the effects, however, are a lot more like Judge Dredd. Right, so I believe I am next.
I'm going to go dump this on top of me. Am I meant to have taken the card?
Yes. I mean, take it where you need it to make sure you can reference it. I think I'm going to take daggers. So I will place that sort of roughly near me.
Quick question.
What?
What on the weapon dice? What does it mean if there's a 1 with the weapon symbol as well?
That is a 1 damage.
Or a number.
Yeah.
Or a number with it.
Yeah. That is
so what is the significance of the weapon symbol being there as well?
To identify the die.
Ah, okay.
The weapon symbols are exclusively identification markers, so that you know.
Except for when they're blanks.
Except for when they're blanks, which is they're blanks. But I put the weapon identification markers on the blank side. So it is Nicarin to choose a weapon next.
I'll pick the quarterstaff.
Okay.
Nicarin chooses a stick.
It is Oni's turn to choose a weapon.
Is he a purple turtle by any chance? I don't know. What would a frog vampire thing use?
Whatever it wanted, really. I mean, who's going to tell us otherwise?
No, alright, I guess I'll grab the pointy sword then.
Pointy sword, and now Malice.
I'm going to pick the very me-styled pointy sword.
Yes, it was rather based on you. Right,
thought it might be.
so I'm going to move my odds and ends over here a little bit more, just to... Oh, sorry, I think I stole your card.
How dare you!
Right, so we've got a weapon each, and now... Right, so let me remind myself what these are. Okay, they are encounters, so these should be enemies, right. I'm going to try it with 5 each. So what I'm going to do is shuffle up that one, shuffle up that one, and now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Actually, tell a lie. If that I'm doing 5 each, that's going to be way too many. So we'll have to do maybe 3 each. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So that should be 6 guards. Right, we'll put them next to Malice's section there, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What else? We'll put them next to my section. 1, 2, 3. I didn't stack them. 1, 2, 3. Right, these can be Nicarin's next to his area. 1, 2. Sometimes Sometimes it enjoys stacking, and then sometimes it really doesn't.
Nah, I'm sure it's fine.
3. And these can be Onis. Put them there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right. There appears to be a character card missing. Is that?
Oh no!
And it appears to be Lightning's character card that is missing.
Oh no, mine's underneath my.
Oh, it's underneath your weapons card. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
He's trying to hide in plain sight.
Okay, so Oni, you
trying
have
to
a
hide
deck next to you.
plain sight.
Nicarin, you have a deck next to you. Chester, you have a deck next to you. We don't really need those, so
Throw them off the table. They are
well,
rejects.
the problem is that they'll end up sort of coming back is the problem, and sometimes coming back in an awkward fashion. I've got a deck. Nicarin's got a deck. No, Malice has got a deck. Nicarin has got a deck. That's the spares. That's the spares. Oni's got a deck. Chester's got a deck. Right, and now we flip. That'll have to be face up because I miscalculated.
Oh no!
Yeah, I suppose technically it was supposed to come after the bosses. Right, so that's not a problem. Now I will shuffle the bosses, and strictly speaking, we'll have to do it slightly awkwardly, but they are supposed to be sort of heading towards the treasure, which is why 4 is probably the slightly superior option. But as I say, we'll muddle along with 5 because I don't. In terms of the actual gameplay, I don't think it'll make too much difference. It's only the layout that possibly suffers. Right. Now we'll go there, there, there. So you have the ominous misfortune of potentially, you know,
Dying first.
has anyone hooper-flabbed yet? No, nobody has. Right, okay, let's...
Hooper-flarb! There you go, I just did.
Oh shit, he beat us all to it. Malice wins now, right?
Yeah, that's how you win the game, isn't it?
Well, now, there may be a slight mistake then if it's hooper-flab and not hooper-garb.
No, it's Super Garb.
Ah, good.
Hooper Garble is the original. I just obviously morphed it as I've gone along.
No problem.
So yeah, if you've included that in some capacity, you're all right there.
Okay, so
As long as it's spelled correctly.
let's see.
Yeah, that's very important.
I'll just move you down there.
I mean,
Nicarin.
it's the most important. It's the
We
national
may
sport
need
of your
those spare
country.
weapons, so
Exactly.
we'll have them available. We will need these two. We'll put them together and then shuffle in a moment. So I believe that's yours, and that's a counter for you. Right.
Wait.
We'll put Oni there. And we'll put Chester. I'm afraid Chester, you're going up here because I'm already sort of roughly in position for that other one. So I think.
What did I go?
We
What did I
should
go?
all
What did I
now
go?
be roughly in line with some form of boss dungeon pathway with the spike pit in there.
Looks like it.
So,
Alrighty.
what you want to do is take your 6 dungeon cards,
Yarsh.
and then in whatever order you choose, but they do need to connect in some fashion. So
Oh,
you can
I
see
see.
how there's straight paths, curved paths. You should be able to, yeah, you can rotate them. So I'll rotate that out to me that way. I've got a feeling we may have to deal with Chester running out of room on the table.
I seem to mostly have corners.
Well, that's the
Get fucked then.
that's the slightly random nature
Oh, yeah,
of
circle.
the dungeon deck. So
Right. How do I rotate them?
Q and E.
Thank you.
Don't know how necessary this actual pathing is, but oh well. And it should be a path relatively unique to you. It shouldn't overlap anyone else's pathways.
Yeah.
Don't cross the pathway,
yeah.
man.
And then
Nice and easy.
you can, if
Mine's just a giant inn.
you put 3 minus key, I
No,
believe it is, yeah.
No, stop picking up all 3.
If you feel your
Stop
character
it.
icon is a little bit too big for the cards, you can shrink him down with minus, and if you feel he's too small, you can raise him up with plus. Just hover over him and
Holy shit!
hover over him and use plus and minus. Oh, I see,
Yeah,
Mouse
maybe I
is
don't need
pretty
him to be that
neat.
ridiculously huge. That would be
With
nice.
his dungeon path, isn't it? That's a professional. Have you ever played Carcassonne, Malice?
Me?
Have
No.
you not? Oh, okay.
I'm aware of it vaguely, but no, I've never played it. It's
So
not
Chester,
knowledge.
you must. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You must.
Yeah,
connect to your
I
spike
suddenly realised that it was meant to be linking up to the Spike Pit card
pit. Right.
by looking at what everyone else is doing and going, oh, I'm being stupid.
So we have the spare dungeon path here that we may need.
See, Nickering's is beautifully neat, and then everyone else's is just a fucking mess.
Yeah, see, I must admit, I thought yours was the neatest one that I spotted immediately, Manus. So.
Well, I'm fixing it now. I've zoomed right in to get this right.
Right, so there's the special cards. We may
No
need to
gaps.
leave here. These are special encounters, so we'll just have them separate. We may have to have multiple versions of those. Oh, that's the wrong. Oh, shit, hang on.
Yeah.
Tommy. God damn it.
Chester doing sound effects for us all, of course.
No, he's referencing a thing that no one except me will get.
Ah,
I'm desperately trying.
Fuck you. Why do you do this?
I don't know what it is, but it's making me laugh.
No, I barely know what it was from. I forget what it's from either, but like specifically that is. But God,
All you need to know is
dumb.
as stupid. Yes, it is very dumb.
Oh, well, it appeals to me then.
No, George. Hey, there cannot be a gap. Whatever, there can be a gap, I guess. Stop carry. How do I rotate?
No, I don't think it'll work. Oh.
You put a blindfold on. That's not going to help.
Oh, that's alright, he took it off again.
Yeah.
Ah! That's not a blindfold, that's a curtain.
How do you do that?
B.
Yeah.
V?
B.
For blindfold, yeah.
Not V for vine, which, as we all know, is an ancient Italian form of knitting.
Right. It's a very nice. It's a very nice curtain.
Okey-dokey.
It
So,
gets the job done.
Anyway.
we have our
Enough of
dungeon
that.
paths sorted. Let's shuffle the boon cards and replace them there, and then shuffle the detriment cards and replace them there. So currently, Oni, you shouldn't have any tokens whatsoever, but off to the side, off to your left side, we'll have the smaller sort of checkers go token. That can be your achievements token. When you need one... Oh, I'll tell you what, actually, I'll just fix that. Hang on. That's it.
Somebody didn't switch their phone off. For shame.
There we go. So you've now got 2 infinity bags. The lower one is your reroll tokens. If you look at your die,
Sure.
that symbol there, if you roll that symbol, you can pick up a reroll token. And utilising that token, you can then re-roll either your dice or the enemy's dice. So you store it, and then you can use it whenever you like. You can immediately use it, but you can save it for different occasions as well. And then I'll go through it now. I can remind people of these things later. The other thing is when you roll your ability icon... Whoops. I just fucked that up. When you roll your ability icon, which is the little 7-pointed star still, you get an achievement token. Now, no, tell a lie. When you defeat an enemy, you get an achievement token. When you roll your ability, dependent on the amount of achievement tokens you have, you can do a different effect. So 1 to 2 tokens, you do an extra 2 damage. 3 to 4 tokens, you can re-roll a die. 4+ tokens, you can remove the lowest enemy die from their next roll. So that's every time you defeat an enemy, you take an achievement. And I must admit, in this game, because it's only a fairly short dungeon path, I'd say after every encounter, if it's successful, you can have an achievement. That's probably a better way of doing it.
Okay.
So, Nicarin, let's sort you out with a couple of Infinibags. So, once again, your lower Infinibag is your re-rolls, and that works exactly the same way. Your maximum re-rolls is 3, the same as Oni. Then your ability. So, when you roll the ability icon, you take a Perseverance token. Now, if you die to a monster, you can choose to face the enemy again and spend any number of the Perseverance tokens you have on you to roll that many dice into the pool. So at the moment, if you say face off against a couple of monsters, roll the ability icon twice in those encounters, and take 2 Perseverance tokens, you could then roll both your dice against the monster before the combat begins again. At some point in time, that made sense. I'm no longer 100% convinced. So, Malice, you don't have to worry about reroll tokens, but your ability is basically Han Solo.
Oh, yeah, okay.
If that helps you. So, yeah, it does not count. You can reroll.
Amazingly, it does help me.
And then finally, let's leave Chester till last. My one.
So do I not? So I don't get rerolls on the dice itself then?
No, you don't get any reroll icons on your dice.
Okay.
Right. Neither do I, but I do have one of the highest damage values on a player die. But I also have a weakness on my player die. And if I roll my ability, which is there, I may deal 2 damage to the enemy and 1 damage to me. Hence why my health bar is quite large.
Okay.
So next,
Extra joy.
the other thing we'll deal with on Malice's dice. Is that the one? Yes, that's the one. The cross symbol, the plus, that is healing. So Malice, you have a natural heal on your die of 4, the biggest in the game. However, you too have a weakness on your player die.
No!
So you can heal, but you may also upgrade the enemy's dice. Now let's deal with Chester, who is complicated.
Who is complicated?
It wouldn't be me if it was straightforward.
So once again, this lower bag is your reroll tokens. You only have a maximum of 2 reroll tokens, so you can only have 2 at a time. Now, when you roll your ability, and yeah, that is very tiny writing.
Put your reading glasses on.
Yeah, I know. When you roll your ability in combat, you take a lightning counter. If your character dies and you have 3 or more lightning counters on you, you drop half of your boon cards rounded up, and you return immediately as the Lightning Phoenix. The Lightning Phoenix has the ability to, when damaged... Okay, that shouldn't have been included. That's where I was copying and pasting from the old document. So...
That's fine.
Yes. So, if you are currently the Lightning Phoenix, which I would have liked to have gotten on the back of the card so you could flip it, but again, new prototype, too much stuff to get done.
Whatever, this is the alpha.
When you roll your ability icon as the Lightning Phoenix, you can either choose to have it as an active shock, which adds damage equal to your lightning counters to the attack roll, or you can have it as a passive shock, which will reflect damage based on damage received. So you will take whatever damage the boss gives you, you will reflect back to it. Or enemy. Doesn't have to be a boss. Once the encounter is over, you discard all of the lightning counters and basically start again with Chester at half health.
Okay. Oh, that's not a lot of health.
Yeah, turning into Zapdos can really drain you.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
Well, technically, anybody who dies will come back next turn at half health.
Oh,
But
okay.
obviously, you know, so that's the same, but you get a bonus ability to carry on fighting,
Yay!
which
I'm too stupid to die.
probably... Yeah, I feel like I probably need a timer there somewhere, but...
Whatever.
Okay, so...
I was paying attention. I know what you meant.
I believe that's pretty much everything covered reasonably well. I mean, as I say, it's quite a lot, and you've never played it before, so any questions, do feel free to ask. So, the first step is lightnings, because you are the first player. So, if you place your representative figure on top of your first dungeon tile,
Yes.
or next to
yes.
it, next to it's probably better, and then flip that tile, and we will see what you get.
How do I
The
flip?
F key. Hey, okay. So, your first dungeon.
Captain Lars Laserdisc.
Yes.
Hey!
Actually, I'm not prepared. Oh, he's nearly got as much health as do.
Yeah, that's a bad one to get first. Or a good one to
Oh,
get first. One of the two. Right, so this is combat. So, Lars Laserfist, as you can see, bottom corner, he has a blue dice, which I will put next to the thing, and a red dice. The blue dice being the easiest dice, and the red being the hardest, which is why this is a horrible encounter to have.
I mean, he does have lasers for fists.
Yes.
It's to be expected.
So yes, whether a misunderstanding or some villain having taken his mind, you have no choice but to face off against the universe's captain. Feel free to check the spelling if you particularly want to, because, you know, I did it in a hurry.
Oh, I will.
Oh, you will. I'm sure you will. Right, so Chester, first round of combat. You roll any dice you own. So at the moment, it is just your player die and your weapon die. And then we will grab one of these. Oops. Come on. No, yes,
I'm going
one of
to
those.
shoot at them with my bolt pistol and pray for something.
You roll them
How do
both.
I-
You roll them both.
Oh, okay. I knew that. I was checking to make sure that.
Let's get that up to 20. There we go.
Okay.
So the brown calculator is Lars's health.
Okay, I should probably zoom out a bit so I can actually.
Wow.
As I say, for this one, it doesn't make too much difference. If you just hit the R key over the dice, that will roll them. But
Okay, so I did a 1 and a special.
okay, so you take one lightning counter, which is your lesser, sort of lower one. There you go. I'll do it for you. That's it.
Hey.
and you
counters were there. Right.
Okay, you do
I'm
1
stupid.
damage. Oh boy, this is not going to be great news for you. Now, if I don't mind, I can roll them, or you can roll them. Roll
I
the
will
2
roll.
enemy dice, and we shall see what Lars Laserfists does. Horrible things, I think. Oh no, 2 damage. I mean, in fairness, I know what's on those dice. That's very good. Right.
Oh, I'm scared.
So at the moment, that's your turn. That's your activation concluded. Next turn, you will continue combat.
Right, so I ran into the dungeon and immediately.
I mean, you may
He
very,
immediately gets shot with a laser.
Yeah.
Very in character.
it's definitely possible that you're about to immediately die. So
Hooray!
it is a bit of
I
an
mean,
issue.
to be fair, this is in character. I probably said something that annoyed him, and now he wants me dead.
Okay, so it is now my turn. So it is my turn to flip my
That's
dungeon
not.
path. Oh great, I have to do combat now as well. Fuck me.
Against a giant ant!
Yes.
I thought you said you hadn't got these recently.
Well, no, I mean, that was ages ago when you were playing Command and Conquer. Or,
It wasn't that long
well,
ago.
several weeks. Anyway, the giant ant. They do not take
Everest,
commands, but they will certainly
summer.
conquer your hopes of good Oni move his hand of winning. I realise technically I should perhaps know the flavour text off by heart, but I really don't.
Knowing things is for nerds.
So, yes, the ant has 18 health, and now I will roll against the ant using my daggers and my own body.
It's a novel approach.
Okay, so draw them back, ideally without actually adjusting anything. There we go, nice. Right, so my dice pool is my ability. Okay, yeah, that might be worthwhile. 1 damage and the dagger's ability. Okay, so the dagger's ability is... Let's see. Now, okay, so I'll explain it, because I might as well. The dagger's ability is grip shift, so you can change the ability icon to another side of my choice, not the ability icon again, and then you increase its effect by 1. So in this situation, I can either move it to 1 damage to increase it to 2, which is silly, or move it to 2 damage to increase it to 3, which is the optimal. But you can also move it to the shield to have 2 shield effects. And the shield effect downgrades an enemy die. And if the enemy die is at its lowest, which in this situation it is because they're 2 blues, I could just go with a defensive strike of he will have the lowest damage value on the blue die.
Right.
So immediately what we'll do is I'll deal with the 1 damage, because that is just 1 straight damage, and then I will... You know what? I think I will do 2 damage for 1 as my ability. And then finally, I think... Yeah, I think I'm going to do the double shield, which means because the lowest rank dice are both his blue dice, I believe, yeah, the lowest value... I suppose technically the lowest value is 0, isn't it? Oh, yeah. The lowest value on that die is 0. I've got 2 shields, so I've zeroed out his blue dice. So I just roll the yellow dice. Okay, that's a combo of 1, so 1 plus 0, so I take 1 damage.
Stupid ant.
So the ant didn't... The ant is not particularly threatening.
It's just a brown one.
Yeah,
it's
it's just a basic one.
Orange one.
So let's...
I'd also like to point out very quickly, over on Jay's side of the thing, the picture of Dracula in the background of the Van Helsing art is absolutely hilarious. Because it looks like he's just spotted someone he doesn't like making eye contact with him as passing. It's like, oh fuck,
not that guy.
Oh no, he's coming this way.
Okay, so I believe the next individual to activate is Nicarin, who is about to enter his dungeon path.
So let's roll both of these.
Oh, well, you have to reveal the card first.
I get a mimic.
You have encountered the mimic. So all you do is draw from the detriment deck over yonder. That's it, draw. Yep, you should have 1 card there. So draw it, flip it. Everybody can see it, so it's not a huge issue. Oh, one of the less useful. But now you have, let's see, there we go. You have the anti-magic amulet. So in your dice pool, you now have...
Everyone's hand is on it.
Yes. You have the anti-magic amulet. If everybody's hands could move. Not on the card. Yeah, I suppose I asked for that.
Stop rubbing the card, alright?
You are immune to magical effects, including the warp plate. What the warp plate is, I do not know. But, well, I do.
Yes, you do, you liar.
So, there you go. Whenever you roll your dice now, you have to roll the anti-magic amulet, which is the red die I've given you.
Okay.
If you roll the anti-magic symbol or the blank side, it does nothing. If you roll the ability, then it is the AM field. Remove this die and any spell boon die you have rolled this turn. Now, you don't have a spell boon, so at the moment, the anti-magic amulet is meaningless. But that was your encounter.
Okay.
So we move on to Onibushu, who is about to take his first
It's not
step.
something I fight, actually. So
No, it is just an
well, I
encounter.
put mine, like... So I've make ready to go
Yes.
to the next
You
one, I
about to
guess.
explode.
What's the other one? Oh, that's a silver special. Hang on, yeah, I think it's a silver one. Wait a minute, which die is it? Oh fuck, hang on. No, that's.
Oh, there you go. It's the sectoids from XCOM, isn't it?
Oh, thank goodness they're on the other side of the map from.
Hang on.
Oh, he'll find you.
Oh, worst part is, you might not be incorrect.
Specialty, which yes, it's this die. Right, so he gets 2 of them, and he gets a specialty die, which is rolled with your dice. So yes, this is the Alien Invader, a simple grey man that may possess some mind wibbles. So yes, Oni, if you would roll your dice pool, which is your player die, your weapon die, and your newly acquired specialty die. So the specialty die does nothing, so you're safe there. Your weapon, unfortunately, does nothing.
Oh no!
And unfortunately, you currently have no achievements. So, I mean, you might have just rolled.
achieved.
You might have just rolled nothing. Sorry.
That sounds about right.
So now it's the end. Oh, someone's done.
Stop.
Someone's done a sweep of rotations.
I'm having a mild issue remembering that my movement keys are not.
Only used splash.
Yeah.
Very much so. Oh, that's a very good point, Gannon. I don't know when. I'm not sure. I'm not paying enough attention to the chat. I do apologise to people in the chat.
Oh shit! People are saying things in the chat.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck,
I
right.
know. I'm too busy.
Sorcery.
I'm too busy trying to understand my own game. But yes, no, you're quite right. If I hovered over and held Alt, it would have allowed me to see it without the hands. That's quite true. I'd completely forgotten that bit. Anyway, unfortunately, the Alien Invader.
Don't tell him how to avoid. Don't tell him how to avoid my annoyance.
The Alien Invader is now about to attack you. So roll those 2 yellow dice I gave you. Which this could be
That's how this
nasty.
is, I think, too.
Prepare for lasers.
No, it's not nasty. 2 damage. It's not too bad. So if you just downgrade your health by 2, we will move on to the next activation, which is Mr. Caliber over here. So please enter your first step of the dungeon path.
You got it, buddy.
Okay.
Oh god, it is a fire ant. No.
So you have ended up on the giant fire ant. Can carry 5,000 times its own weight. But that's not particularly important right now. It's just spewing fire. So, right, it has an ability dice.
Oh shit!
And it has 3 blue dice. So 1, 2, and 3 blue dice. Right.
Gonna end poorly for me, isn't it?
Potentially, yes. Oh, I forgot. So Oni's now fighting, so he needs one of these. And now Malice is fighting, so he needs one of these. So the ant's health bar is 21. Oh god.
21. Oh Christ.
Yeah, I get the impression we're probably going to have to.
I guess I got off pretty easy.
We potentially have to
Yeah.
leave it part way because I think some of these stats are unreasonable.
Maybe a touch,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right, have you rolled those or are you about
I
to?
have not. I was gathering them.
Oh, hang on. No, that's not a specialty die. That is an enemy.
Oh, is it
ability
not?
die. No. No, that's not a specialty die. The abilities are purple and stone.
Right, okay.
So you've just got your player die and your weapon die at the moment.
Alrighty.
Well, that is 4
Ah!
heal and 4 damage. Unfortunately, the 4 heal
Can
is
you
nothing
get-
because you've got
No,
max health. But 4 damage.
That's how confident I am.
3, 4. That's quite a substantial amount of
Oh,
damage.
well, chugging all your rest.
The fire ant to go. So if you roll,
yeah,
if you
I
roll
see.
the fire ants 4 dice,
Yeah.
okay,
Splat.
Skill roll.
there we go. So its ability does nothing. Its blank does nothing. It does 3 damage to you, sir.
Okay. Noted.
And now we go back to yes, we go back to Chester.
In the face.
So Chester, roll your 2 dice.
Back to Lars Laserfist already in progress.
Indeed.
Come on, give me something good.
Okay, so that is, I believe, yes, that's the dodge icon. All damage you take this turn is halved. And the ability icon on your weapon... Ah, yes. Okay, so you can choose between rapid fire, which means you roll this weapon die 3 times and deal the total damage to the monster. For this roll, icons are 1 damage, or you can activate high explosive. Roll the weapon die again and do 4 times the damage value shown. For this roll, icons are 0 though. So
I'm gonna rapid fire this.
Rapid
bitch.
fire. So roll it. Well, roll it once, and then we'll see what it is. So that's 1.
Oh,
that's,
it went all the way over there.
that's an icon,
1.
so that's another 1 damage.
1. And
Oh, blimey!
All the way over.
You are
in my
vigorous
area.
with these dice, aren't you? So that's a total of 3 damage. So 1, 2, 3 damage off of Mr. Laserfists. And now, if we could roll Mr. Laserfist's damage. Or
come
whatever it
on,
is.
give me like 0.
Oh nope, that is 5
Oh, no.
damage. But everything's rounded down unless otherwise specified. So you dodged. So 5 rounded down is 2.
I'm just missing some facial hair
Yes.
now, as opposed to missing my head.
Right, next up is me, and I've got issues with a giant ant. So I will roll my
you see a doctor about that.
dice. Oh dear, I have a weakness, which means the one of these blues becomes a yellow for the next roll.
That seems bad.
For the next roll only. But I do
That seems
2 damage, which is not great. So the ant. Okay, so he definitely does 1 damage. That's another 1. So that's 3. So 4 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that's pretty much everything dealt with my side. So we head to Nicarin.
Who is winning
I
right
mean, at
now?
the moment, yeah. Oh dear.
Hardcore.
Okay, so Apocalyptica. So unfortunately, you had it for about 2 seconds, and I'm taking your amulet away from you.
Alright, sure.
And now I have to find. There they are.
You must face a demon on their next activation.
Yes, and that's everybody.
Oh, shit.
What does that mean?
Well, that got really fucking quick, didn't it?
And 4. So yeah, okay. There's a demon for you, Nicarin. A demon for you. A demon for me over there in a moment or two. A demon from Malice over there.
What I find interesting is how you've spelt demon without the A on the tile, but with the A on the actual creature.
So is that what I
Yes,
fight
You're quite right. I have.
on the next tile, or on this?
That's a good point.
Is the demon the second encounter or the third one?
Yeah, it would replace your second encounter, I think.
Cool. Well, if I ever kill my ant, I'll let you know how that
No,
goes.
actually, tell a lie. Tell a lie. Let's do it slightly differently to what I thought. Let's have it. Yeah, let's have it replace. So everybody's next encounter, it replaces. So for me, it replaces.
great. So once I find, so if I manage to survive fighting a man with lasers for this,
You have to fight a
then
demon. Yeah.
go stop the apocalypse. Amazing.
Well,
We're going to have a
look,
real fun time with that.
look, blame Nicarin. He did it.
Oh, I will. But
Uh,
first, I'm going to blame everyone who isn't me.
right. So yes,
Would
I
you-
think Apocalyptica has been dealt with. So it's on to Oni's turn, and Oni is still trying to beat down the alien invader.
Still trying to hit it at least once.
This is not improving that one bit, is it?
So
Oh no, just be lucky. Just be happy. This isn't XCOM 2 where he's landing grazing shots on us exclusively.
So has that been rolled?
Yes.
Okay, so your, I mean, interestingly enough, your shield negates. You've managed to do pretty much nothing again, which is almost impressive, because the
That's very
specialty
in-character.
die. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That was on the E sign. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, the specialty is Enhance, which raises the difficulty of enemy die. But the shield, of course, is a downgrade, so it lowers the difficulty of an enemy die.
So they cancel each
So
other
they
out.
cancel each other out. And then you've also got a dodge. So if you roll your 2 enemy dice, it's time to see what you manage to dodge. Oh, combo. So we've got 1 plus re-roll the combo die. So ignore that one because it's blank.
I mean, technically, you could roll the blank one and then leave the. Never mind.
That's true. 2, roll
2.
again. So we're up to 4.
4.
You dodged it, so 2 damage.
Alright.
And
Well.
now back to Mr. Caliber, who is facing off against his fiery ant.
Hooray for fire ants!
Yes.
Said no one ever.
So it should be your 2 doodads.
You shouldn't be commenting on that.
Oh yeah, same result
Same
again,
result
bitch.
again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 health for you, which is up to your 24. Marvelous. And now the enemy's dice.
Fuck you, ant. You'll never take me alive.
I mean, I don't think it intends to.
That
I'm actually gonna try and roll that. Rather than
As I say,
drop
if
it.
you select them and then hit R, you would be
Yeah, but
odds
that's
in
the
there.
boring way to do it.
Right. So
Also, I'm gonna get fucked now.
okay, so A, you've got 4 damage.
baby.
So take 4 damage.
Ow.
And then the ability, it has lit one of your dice on fire. Choose 1 die. This die cannot be rolled on your next attack roll.
Well, that's a bit shit, isn't
And not
it?
half at this point.
it's either your ability or your attack
Yeah.
dice.
Alright, I guess I'll take that one out for now. I'm never gonna kill it with that one.
Right. And now, because I forgot a rule, which is unfortunate, but we were supposed to take a boon card at the beginning of the game. So
And
at,
then
Alright.
at the beginning of this round, what we'll do is everybody gets a boon card. So
Hooray!
I've dished you out 1 lightning. There you go. On each of our activations, we'll take it, I think, on this occasion.
Fair enough.
Regen
You got
1
image
health
area.
point when activating. So you've just activated, so take 1 point back on your...
So at the start of each round,
we'll do it this
Okay.
round. It should have...
Where-
Technically, they should have been dished out right at the beginning, so...
Where's,
playing fast and
where's-
loose with the rules at this point, I'm afraid, but, you know.
where's-
Alpha test, don't worry about it.
Yes.
With
Now,
Volt Pistol.
where did... Oh, there's the gun, I believe. Is that the gun? Yes, that's the gun. There we go.
Yay, the gun.
Try to be slightly less vigorous with your dice throwing.
I promise nothing and deliver less.
You need a dice like tray or something to roll in.
Well, possibly, or you know, for the most
Need to
part,
try.
there are a couple of sort of a few dice rolls that would need to be vigorous. Okay, so you downgrade the lowest dice to a 0, so it's automatically 0,
and you take.
and you dodge, so whatever damage you take is halved.
And nothing happened. Amazing.
Wow, I mean, yeah, that is unfortunate. Oh, there's 1 combo.
I'm
so...
gonna actually. I didn't roll that.
Okay, fine.
Oh, okay. No, whatever. X combo. That's what it. Where?
Drag it once. Otherwise,
2.
instead of taking it.
So 2 damage,
You're
halved
not-
is only the 1.
You can't tell me what to do.
Right, so it is.
You only took 1
my
damage.
Turn.
Oh.
So I will take the boon card that I should have had from the beginning. Ah, I have the ban hammer.
Ah, nice.
Let's see, where's the ban hammer? There it is. So I now get the ban hammer dice, which is moderately chunky damage and can do double damage to machines, but we don't actually have any machines on the field at the moment, so...
No robots.
Okay, so let's see. That's the Banhammer's double damage. Unfortunately, that's a waste of time. That's my own personal damage of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then another damage from the dagger of 1. And then... Oh, that's back down to its blue variety. So I think what I'm going to do is play defense by using the dagger's ability to grip shift into the double shield. So we'll take those down to 0 and roll the yellow, which is 0. So nothing really happened. Next up is Nikarin. So I'll tell you what, I'll draw you
Against the demon.
I'll draw you a boon card. What is your boon?
Magic
A magic cactus. Apparently this cactus requires revenge for a past incident. It will aid you in fighting things to get it. Plus 1 damage to all rolls, and when a monster attacks, it takes 1 damage. So you haven't actually encountered you are encountering a demon, of course, now. So you have finally started actually fighting.
What's the context for this? I think
I have
Magic
no idea.
Cactus was Punch Out.
Remember Piston Honda and his magic cactus?
I mean,
no, I don't.
honestly,
I don't
No,
remember.
it was your Magic Cactus that he ate.
Honestly, I don't remember it. I just have a note in a Coral Draw file dedicated to Malice that says
I know those.
something to
I
do
know
with
those
a
quotes when you
magic
rambled
cactus
on
that wants
against Honda,
revenge.
so I know that it was that. He did something, pissed somewhere, and ate your cactus. And then he kicked the shit out of you.
I guess I
memory.
should go back and rewatch those videos then, because I forget them entirely.
There you go. Everyone now has to go back and watch those to
Okay,
refresh
so
their memory of
take
this
3
match.
damage.
So 3 damage and a perseverance
And then I
counter.
get a perseverance counter. Okay, and then I roll
Right,
his
should be
die.
yes, 1 red
And...
die.
No, wait a minute. He takes 4 damage. Did you click on the extra?
I don't know. No.
No, no, wait, 18.
18
no, so
minus 4, so yes, fair dues.
yeah, right. And then he takes
There is
1 as
not
he
a
rolls,
Nibbler
right?
card. No, I didn't think of Nibbler.
What?
Oh yes, your
Alright,
cactus.
he takes.
Yep.
Oh well, okay.
Blasphemy.
Unfortunately, you take another. You take 4 damage.
The Nibbler card just goes on forever.
And as an aside, Nibbler is spelt with 2 B's.
So Oni, we are back with
And
you and the
Infinite
Alien
Odds.
Invader.
Oh, no.
Ah yes, take a boon card to see what you get. Oh, you've got a grappling hook. This hook could be used to prevent floor traps. So if, for example, back where we saw on Nikarin's path, it says Mimic. If underneath that it had said floor trap, then you could use your grappling hook. So
the
basically
spike
the
bit
grappling
doesn't count
hook
for
is
that?
wait and see.
Alright, it's more nothing. Good.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
afraid
the
so,
spike bit
yeah.
works.
But the grappling hook is only temporary nothing.
Well, no, it might be permanent nothing. I can't guarantee there's a floor
What
trap in
about
your
the-
dungeon deck.
Well, we all have one at the end.
You're quite right. Yes, you're quite right.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
the
spike
spike
pit.
pit is a
See,
floor trap.
you'd all be lost without me to point out spike pits and then fall in.
Indeed. So if you
No,
could
can
roll,
keep it.
if you could roll your
Avoid that
3
bit.
die. Oh no, hang on, that's the wrong 3rd die. It's the stony one, the weapon, and the what's that? There we go.
Right.
Okay, so the alien invader has mind wibbles.
Oh no!
So yes,
Wibbles.
discard that die, which is that one, plus 1 other you rolled.
Oh no!
Now, spoiler alert,
No.
your player die is oomph, which is +2 to any actual damage, which means if you remove your damage, that will
Right.
do nothing. So I'm going to do it for you. You want to
Yeah.
remove the oomph die. Otherwise, you'll do nothing. So yes, I suppose just to point out, anybody else looking, if it's an arrow with a number in it, it should be an arrow pointing up, but I neglected to remember that dice don't necessarily always point in the right direction. But anyway, if it's an arrow with a number in it, that is called oomph. So if the alien invader hadn't removed it, Oni would have done 5 damage, 3 plus 2. However, you can only activate oomph if you have an actual damage value on another die.
Right.
So
So I
it's
do
the
3 damage.
enemy's turn. What will the alien invader do?
Probably find a way to kill them.
I'm hoping not at this point. I don't think the yellow would be enough to kill
He'll
him.
roll the yellow die and it'll just say on it, Chester dies.
Well, I mean, there might be a card that says not quite Chester dies, but
No,
Well, it should.
it
So
just says
just
that one annoying guy.
4
guys.
damage.
He
There is
won't-
no 2 ways around it. You have the power of wee. Right. So Malice, I'll
Yeah.
I'll draw you a boon card for you.
Very good.
I don't know what is it.
Depleted controller.
Interesting.
Oh no!
So, no power, no pause, no batteries, no chance. Discard this card to raise the difficulty of another player's enemy die. So on
mean.
another enemy's turn, on another player's turn, you can discard that card to force them to go against an improved enemy's die.
I mean, I guess this is a race to the finish.
Yes.
Whoever gets to the end wins. So
There
Sounds
are
like a
there
card.
are cards that can scupper other players in there. So,
Right.
but we're back to Malice, who is rolling against the fella, but you ditched because of the fire. You can only roll your
Yeah.
weapon die.
Well, let's have I get that big 4 again.
It would be good.
Yeah. No, I got a 0.
Yes, unfortunately, that is a blank. So it is time for the fire ant.
It's always time for the fire ant.
Oh,
He's a
there,
prick.
you missed a die. There should be a third one there.
Fucking jeez.
You-
Okay, so you take 2 damage off of its dice, and unfortunately, it spewed fire all over your die once again. You can swap dies if you so choose.
So, does it not have to be this one that goes now?
No. Because otherwise you'd be
'Cause
left with no dice. And
Well, you said it says this dice cannot be rolled on your next attack roll, right?
Yeah.
So we sort of passed that step with my other one, but because I didn't roll that one this time, is it eligible to pick for
Yes.
this time? It is. Okay.
it is of your total dice pool, not of the be it removed or not removed.
Okay, gotcha. In which case, yeah, I'll do the same one again.
So we're back round to lightning.
The epic battle with Lars Laser Fists.
Epic
probably the hardest
table.
encounter on this table at the moment, maybe.
Could be.
Yeah, fuck it.
And yeah, he seems to be doing the best out of all of us on that score.
Oh, where are we? Okay, so you've got... Unfortunately, you've got an oomph, which, as specified, does nothing if it hasn't got a damage value. And your... Oh,
But
wait,
you can
no,
do
that's
rapid
your weapon ability. So interestingly enough, yeah. Choose rapid fire or explosive, and oomph... Yeah, I'm going to say that oomph
Okay.
will initiate because you will have some damage.
Activate before or after explosive.
Roughly say that again.
Would oomph activate before or after the effect of explosive?
Your choice. You can activate your dice in any order you like, apart from specialist dice always go first. So that's meant
Right
to be
then.
the oomph icon.
I am going to activate explosive.
Yes,
I'm stupid.
Taking a gamble
it is a hell of a gamble.
over the big money.
Come on.
Oh, hang on.
No, I
I was going to say,
the one.
only the one. Only the one. Only the one, chicken
Stop.
boy.
Pick.
Chicken boy.
Stop selecting.
Go, go.
Stop.
Click on the table. There we go.
There. Thank you.
I'll zoom out because he's going to throw it across the table.
Probably, yes.
Woo.
Icons are
Yeah.
0.
No, that's 1.
No, that's
Well,
zero.
that's 0 now
Yeah.
because you did explosive, right?
Comes
So does
to-
that count? Yeah, I was going to say, does that count as 0 damage, which you could then increase with the 2 because it is damage? These are the hard-hitting rules questions
I
that
know.
we need to ask.
I know. No, it says 4 times the damage, and I like the idea that you have 0 damage and you're oomping it up to 2. So yes, you can do 2 damage, sir.
Okay, right. So that becomes 2, which means I deal 8 damage to the.
Now that one, no. Because it's 4
Oh.
times the damage value shown on the weapon die. So you just do 2 damage.
Right. So the risk of sounding a little bit bitchy here. When you said you could activate them in the dice in any order you like, what you actually meant was that you activate the roll on explosive first and then oomph.
It's the kind of thing that would need to be carefully clarified with wording.
Possibly, yes. But yeah, I mean, arguably, if you'd wanted to activate oomph first, I suppose you could have, but it would have done nothing. I suppose, arguably, I will perhaps put a defined order of operations in, perhaps.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, essentially what we've decided is you rolled your ability, you activated your ability, but your ability has been nullified into 0 damage. Because it's officially classified as 0 damage, you're allowed to add the oomph on top of that 0, which gives you 2 damage.
Alright.
Yeah, okay, I see. So the ability explosive is being included as part of activating that weapon die.
Yes.
And you don't get to use the oomph effect until after you've finished activating that dice.
Yes.
So, unfortunately, I do not get to cheese this. Oh, well.
No, you don't.
I was about to say I'll live, but I might not.
There's a very real possibility that you won't.
Yeah, the oomph
so
is a
do
+2 rather than a ×2, and the 4 times the damage value is 4 times the damage value shown on that die when you re-roll the weapon die.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, at least I know for future. Do I roll the blue dice again for this turn?
Yes, because that is his official. Blue and red is his 2 dice.
Alright. Roll.
So 4 damage, I'm afraid.
Rip.
Pain.
Same amount as the enemy right now.
And now it is my activation. Douche. So, okay, weakness is bad because we need to swap that out for that yellow one. But I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
It has in fact come the closest to killing something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's bad news. So that's 1 damage. We'll just deal with that immediately. And then that's 2 damage. Oh, and then that's just 2 damage. Marvellous. And then we want to bring that, swap that for next turn. And it's on to, it is in fact Nicarin's turn. So you are facing off against a demon. Yes, you're still facing off against a demon.
Yeah.
Show him the power of the cactus!
So that is a dodge and a shield. So your shield takes it down to a yellow die. So you've got that.
Yeah.
And you take half damage from that.
But also the +1 to all rolls.
Yeah, +1 damage to all rolls. So it is just there.
1 damage.
It is 1 damage permanent from the cactus.
And as he now rolls a die to damage, he takes 1 damage.
One, yep. Cactus is quite potent.
Okay.
I mean, I think we all knew that.
1.
So 1, 3 damage.
3, so that'd be
rounded
1.
down to 1 damage. Yeah. And now we're over to Oni, who hopefully can do something this time. Hopefully it doesn't
Roll
zero out
something.
again. Wait. Hey. Oh, unfortunately that really...
That looks suspiciously like nothing again.
Well, it is worse than nothing, I'm afraid, because that is the enhance... the enhance button, so one of them goes up to a red. Unfortunately, your oomph is wasted because you rolled a blank everywhere else.
Man.
So the red and the yellow die to be
The
rolled.
katana being balanced weapon, very much does not show it at the moment.
No, I must admit, I was expecting more. More
It's
from
balanced
that.
around.
It has 4 damage values, yet he has not rolled a single one yet.
I know, that is slightly ridiculous.
Clearly, that guy was right. Katanas are underpowered in
So we've got
D20.
2 damage we'll deal with immediately. Then 1 plus 2, so 3 more. Oops, that's 1 too many. There we go. And now next turn you're back to yellow die.
Hey, only nearly has the same amount of health as I do.
So it is Malice's activation. Can he beat the giant fire ant, or will the giant
Probably not!
continue to beat him?
Well, it keeps setting my fucking dice on fire.
I know.
It's not going to do well, is it? Yeah. Oh, for the
dear.
love of piss.
That is a weakness, which means one of these blues becomes a yellow.
I'm gonna die.
It's a distinct possibility.
No!
Okay, well, you've got a fire die once again and 3 damage. I'm afraid.
Oh, the pain, it never ends.
I feel like you
and-
might want your personal die to maybe get some health back.
Well,
Well-
yeah, but if I don't kill it, I'm never going to get out.
That's only a
Blue.
1 in
No,
6 chance, though.
I
so
guess.
I don't know. But we are back to Chester.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you're supposed to do.
Die!
I guess.
I mean, arguably, if you do die, you gain a significant advantage. Although you don't
Well, there
have
you
enough.
go then.
Yeah, you don't actually have enough lightning counters at the moment. So, shield downgrades one of its dice. So the
And I did 2 damage.
yay, the blue is a guaranteed 0. And then yes, the red die to roll.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. This is where I land a 4 and then have.
Combo.
It
so
could be worse
1
than a 4.
Yes, very
Oh,
much so.
amazing! I wish I never spoke.
It was worse than a 4. It's a 5.
It's worse!
5.
Right, so my
Fuck
activation.
it.
Okay,
Go down to that
so,
9 damage. 9 health.
Fuck off.
Look, so the ability of the hammer is nothing. Shield
Demon after this.
guarantees.
Although, I mean,
blank
Jay is
there,
taking like 10 health.
and then
in
1
damage at the
there,
moment.
so I'll
But
just
he
roll
is
these.
dangerously close to killing something.
Yeah.
So 1 damage.
Now he
to
has
me,
taken 10 health damage.
And yes, that's now straight back to Nicarin's turn.
Yay. Roll them dice. For fuck's sake. Alright.
So dodge and a shield. So you're rolling the yellow die once again for the enemy. You do get the magic cactus effect, so you can take that down by 1.
-1, and then -1
And
for
then
him
-1
rolling.
for when he attacks, and then you take half damage as well. That's a 1
1.
plus. So that's a 1. I'm saying rounding down, so you manage to dodge completely and do 0. He does 0 damage.
Alright, I would have said just 1, but I'll take his
I don't
0.
know. I like the idea of being able to, because it's called dodge. I feel like it's quite nice. To
I
be able to
guess if
actually
it's the
physically
special
dodge.
ability, you could take 0. Okay, so I guess I maybe do 2 damage every turn regardless.
Yes.
Because of the cactus.
Looks like.
cactus is
No, I
a hell of a
could
draw.
potentially do only 1 if I draw blank, I guess, right? No?
No, I think it's 2 per turn because the cactus just works
Also,
on both
yeah, the character's
the enemy's
all
activation
rolls,
and your activation.
even if I draw a blank. Yeah, so it's a 2. Okay, cool.
So Oni, it's your turn to wow us once again.
The epic battle continues.
I might be going a while at this rate.
Yeah, I definitely need these health bars need
Oh,
to be reduced.
I thought that was going to be a 3. I thought there might be damage done,
Okay,
but
so you take a reroll token, which obviously you can spend whenever you choose, on both your dice and the enemy's dice. What's the ability of the alien invader? Oh, so yeah, you have to discard 1 card, so you might not have that reroll token after all. So yes, the alien invader dice and either your player or weapon dice need to leave.
Oh. Is it better to have the reroll or the shield?
I don't know. The shield will lower it to a blue die, so you will probably be taking less damage. But the reroll could possibly be spent to actually do something.
damage.
Well, my rolls are already terrible. I don't imagine rolling twice is going to fix that.
Okay,
So
so
we'll,
you're going
we'll,
to
take, we'll take the shield.
take the shield. So it's just the blue and yellow die.
So do all enemy like attack dice have a blank one?
Most. I can't guarantee all.
2
Not off the top of my head,
plus.
anyway. So that's just 2 damage.
Nice.
There's a 1 in there as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, no.
Isn't that just 1 damage if he has shield?
No, because the shield downgrades the dice. It's the evasion
Okay.
that actually sort of halves
Right.
it. So, Mr. Caliber versus his nemesis, the Fire Ant.
No!
Oh, be quiet. You still have health in double.
Not for long. Kiot.
Your weapon ability, which I don't know off the top of my head.
Remove this die and another of your dice to block and reflect the enemy's next highest damage value die.
Ah.
So I can't use it then because I need at least 2 dice there
Yeah,
to.
yeah, you really do.
Well, that sucks.
Nothing happened.
So yeah, nothing happens. So just the enemy dice once again.
Fucking hell.
This sounds familiar.
Kiot. Oh,
Okay,
that's...
You lose that die again.
Oh, for the love
and
of
you take
God!
5 damage.
Yay! Someone has less health than me.
Can we enter a reality where I am not on fire?
I mean, if you
You're
wish
fighting
for
fire
it
ants.
hard enough, you never know. The world might respect your desires.
Is this not what happened during the playthrough as well?
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yes.
I can't deny it. That is such a potent ability. I might take it down to a bronze ability die because the silver is feeling a little bit unreasonable.
A little bit savage.
I suppose to a certain extent, it's kind of like in my head, I expected people to have more dice when they encountered it, but of course we've encountered it
Yeah.
first. So, you know, this is the point of playing it.
Over to me.
Yes, let's see. So it's your player ability, so take another lightning counter.
Yay!
And then 1 damage.
Hooray! Now he only has 2 more health than me.
And now roll the enemy's dice.
Right, let's fix that.
Here we go.
So
3.
3 damage.
You know what? I'll fucking take it.
Yes,
4
Will.
or 5.
You have no
right.
choice in the matter.
So my roll.
I mean, I could just flip the table.
So I get my own personal ability, which is not worth using. I will just do the 1 damage that defeats the giant
Jay
fire
killed
ant.
something!
I will place my body on the giant fire ant. And for victory, and this goes for everybody, for victory,
Okay.
you take a boon card. I've got a perfectly cooked salmon. Recover any lost
That's a
maximum
hell of a
health
reference.
and
Jesus
heal-
Christ.
Well, you can tell which stream I was probably watching when I came up with that card.
Yeah.
So yes, I can discard that card at any point in time to recover any lost maximum health and heal 4 HP. I'll keep it for now. The
Is
other
that a-
thing,
Full heal or?
no, I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna pull a number at random and say 5. So when you defeat something, you replenish 5 HP.
Oh, okay.
Oh no!
Oh, okay. So upon victory you
Yeah.
also gain health.
You drink the blood of your enemy.
Yes, crying.
So next up is Nicarin.
And I'll just put this to the side for now, just to remember. So we roll. 3.
Damn!
It's not
What
bad.
is this?
That is
It's an
5 damage. In fact, that's
5
6 damage.
damage.
Because of the cactus.
1, 2.
Oh,
no.
wrong way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then one more
One
as
more
he
for
attacks now.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
you.
he does quite a lot of damage.
Mhm.
And now we head to Onibushu.
I love how, like, Jay's just got past his first monster, Nicarin's, like, plowing through. Like
I
it's not
know,
there.
but you. Oh man, you
You
got
are the
lucky.
rest of us. Collaborate away.
Okay, so
Great.
that is a
My
really.
dice are broken.
God damn. Yeah, I know. This is. Yeah.
What is
that's-
happening? How is this?
Only at some point you do actually have
Yeah.
a thing.
Wait, that's the role you had before, isn't it?
I know.
What is-
It's ridiculous.
happening?
Oh, you had. You mean
Are
you
these
have rolled
weighted
it?
dice or
I
something?
picked them up and hit the R button.
Oh my god!
Like, I mean, this katana should be rolling its damage value.
You have
It should
made
be.
dice out of hatred.
These are.
I just need to check.
It's,
Yeah. No, there we go.
It's-
I'd like to point out they do exist.
The numbers are there.
Yeah. I was genuinely worried I'd loaded like a wrong texture or something, but they do exist. So yeah, I mean, basically it's roll the enemy dice. Because
Clearly,
outside of that, it does nothing.
Oni's katana was not
I
folded.
got a shield, right? So I get one of the blue dice.
No, because shield and enhance cancelled each other out.
Oh yeah. Right. That is literally nothing. Then.
So 3.
4.
So 4 plus the next roll.
Oh,
Jesus, 4 plus 7.
Damage.
Christ.
God!
Hey,
What's
Oni.
happening?
Hey, Oni. How's the single
It's
digit?
Jay and me doing some progress, and then Terror on the other.
I'm speedrunning last place. Okay.
Oni staring at a sectoid. It shoots him. And
Oh,
I'm gonna have to rewind my controls on this.
there we go.
It's fine. No one saw it. I didn't even, and I flipped the card because I was too far away. It was a bunch of text.
Right,
Fuck it.
so it is Malice's activation.
Okie dokie, let's roll my 1 dice. The 1 dice of hope.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you only have one time.
Yeah, because he keeps setting me on fire.
Okay,
Oh,
Well-
come on, dude!
weapon ability. Right, okay. I'm
God.
going to make an executive decision at this point. It's now
Hooray!
it's now a bronze die.
Woo! And that makes it a D4?
Yeah, it's a D4. It's a 1 in 4
Oh.
chance now.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Watch it hit.
I forgot that one.
Whoosh. Is that a hit?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
No, because it's the bottom. If it's
It would need to be
lands-
on the bottom edge, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how many
Hooray!
people use too many. So that's just 3 damage, and you get your
Well, I
2
get
dice.
this back next
Yes,
time.
next turn you get that back.
Woo!
So Chester.
I've literally never been happier.
I've rebound my movement keys.
Okay.
I'm never going to accidentally flip over anything again.
Except maybe the table.
Oh no, the table's a big bust on the top of my screen. Flip that one if I want.
Right, so that's your player ability, which means now you have full Lightning Phoenix abilities if you die, and you've done 1 damage.
Which you almost certainly will in a moment.
Yeah, I mean, it is looking likely because these are nasty dice for 6
It
health.
comes max damage or something.
Here comes the death!
No, 3
just
damage. It's not too bad.
3, but that's
Liv, what?
no, you flipped
Nobody
that one.
can see it, and we don't know how much health you've got, do we?
I'll never
Right, so
accidentally flip over anything.
I don't need those anymore, but I do need a red die because
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you're
now
fighting the
engaged
demon.
against
The demon!
Demons of Apocalyptica. Okay, so weakness and shield cancel each other out. The weapon ability, so 3 damage from the hammer, which is nice. And then the weapon ability, let's see, I'm going to do another 3 damage. So I'm changing it to the 2 damage, and then it enhances by 1 for grip shift. So 1, 2, 3. That's everything from me. So over to Nicarin.
I must say, like, at least so far, this is a pretty, fun experience. Although maybe slightly, broken in places. Maybe
there's
Who
definite
knows?
improvement, undoubtedly.
Yeah, I have a
but it's
couple
a good starter. Or
suggestions
starting
to that
bit.
end.
Well,
I
the demon
think-
just dies.
Best
Right.
die.
That's true, but I'd say roll them anyway, just to
That's flip.
especially
Hold on.
because
That was star. Yeah.
so you would officially do
yeah.
5, 6 damage. So yes, the demon is very much dead.
Gone.
To burger meat.
Right, so
I have to say, I respect this demon for these demons for just patiently standing in the next.
and you
wait.
have got the boon card. Do it. If a player attempts to use a card to skip or bypass any encounter, discard this boon to force them to do it.
Nice.
And I
And I regain
just
5.
regain 5
Oh,
health.
okay.
That's the
I
number
think, though,
chose.
as a requirement to use that card, you in fact have to say it.
I will
That is
if
the-
it happens.
So Oni, please, Oni.
Please do something.
anything.
Yes!
Yes!
Katana as well. Okay, so that is 3 damage and a dodge.
And you take half damage.
Yes.
It couldn't have been better.
Oni, congratulations, well done. You did something.
I did a thing. All right, I am playing the game now.
You did a thing.
Time to catch up.
Unfortunately, the enemy's going to do things now as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Terrible things.
out of everyone, I'm fairly certain Oni.
Oh, I thought it was double
One.
blanks for a moment, but yes, 1+.
Oni has had the least amount. Oni's encounter had the least health. Anyone.
So
Down
Yep.
to 1?
Yes.
Oh, yes,
'cause
halve it, yes, halve it to 1. Yeah, rounded down, that's right.
Nice.
Meanwhile,
So it is
that's
Malice.
I did a thing.
Can
Right.
we
You have 2 dice
finally-
now.
Squash this fucking ant.
I get more damage at low HP, right?
Yeah. Oh, fuck
6
yes.
Oh, you get
damage.
6 damage.
Probably the
Black.
maximum. Yeah.
Woohoo.
I'll tell a lie, actually, you could do a max... No, because I've got the damage of 4. So yeah, 6 health is the maximum you could have done. So, 3 blues and a newly acquired bronze, because the silver was too potent.
With that ability, yes.
Yeah.
Ha!
The ability fails. You can either take it as a 1 or re-roll the slightly skewed.
I'll take that as a 1.
That's fair. So that's 5 damage.
Yeah.
That's in the danger zone of death now, distinctly.
Take you
So
right
it's back
into the
to
danger zone.
Chester and his mighty battle against Captain Lars. Oh, hang on.
Those are the.
That was a bunch of
That was
flicks.
the enemy dice, so ignore those for now.
Right. Okay. Where's the other one?
You've got
Where's
both
it?
there.
It's right next to you.
They're both right there.
I'm losing it.
You sure are, if by
You
it
sure are
you mean
losing
your
something.
health.
Oh, who am I kidding? I never had it to begin with.
So dodge and a shield. So we guarantee 0 on the blue die, and you halve
Yeah.
whatever happens on the red
Oh,
die.
well, you might survive actually, yeah.
0. So
0. Sick.
my turn.
Nothing happened.
And I am once
Stared
again
at it.
facing off against the demon. Oh, that is
Man.
a chunky
Jesus.
volume of
Fucking-
damage. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
9.
9 damage.
That hammer
1, 2,
sure is
3,
doing
4,
stuff.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, the hammer is quite potent.
Where can I get one?
2 damage.
You
That
can
was
get
a
one.
relatively
Local
nice, easy activation for me. So
Then.
back to Nicarin.
Flip. What is
yes.
this shit?
Okay, so
Empty
An empty
room.
room.
I call bullshit.
Alright, let me just progress forward again.
Nick,
Nicker has had such an easy ride on this.
Damn!
yeah, but
I
okay,
I
just a
want you to
minor
know I-
detail. I dished out 3 encounter cards and 3 enemy cards. Now Nicarin's had his 3 encounters, so
True.
that means that it's nothing but enemies from this point on.
Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
knowing the way he's gone, he's gonna get fucking. Oh,
I mean,
what-
I'm not gonna lie. There's a potential that I messed it up, and therefore he has only encounter cards. But that's
In
unlikely.
before, that's exactly what happens.
I'm trying to think.
It's unlikely, but plausible.
Ineffective.
That's true. We have
from-
one unknown, but I think by process of elimination, the unknown was going to be an encounter. Was going to be an enemy, and the 2 next ones should be an enemy as well.
Are we allowed to look at what it would have been?
Oh yeah, go on. I mean, it don't make much difference. So yes, it would have been the easiest enemy in the game, the slime.
You fucking kidding me?
Well, there's the potential for it to be very difficult
Love it.
because
I
it
love
can
it.
squelch into.
Fantastic.
I'm-
Yeah! Strolling around
That's interesting. That's the
along this
wrong-
road.
I'm.
Oh, I
I'm-
see. It's because yeah,
I
the demon
I'm-
should be on top of the.
am writing to the manager.
Anyway, Oni, it is your activation, and
I
unfortunately,
mean,
yeah, you
there will
got,
be 2 enemies potentially then, and then the
you got
boss.
slightly diddled with the treasure room being covered by the demon.
I think being diddled is kind of just Oni's whole MO
I mean,
for
it
this.
does feel. Oh, God.
Oh, Is that 1 damage though?
That is
Yeah.
1 damage, but unfortunately an enhancement to an enemy die.
Cool.
So it is now.
Well,
Yes, it's now
This death.
red and a yellow die that are being
is this
rolled.
death coming?
It does seem likely.
Death, Cooper.
No, 4.
No.
So you survive. By the
Well-
skin of
Oh,
your
yeah,
teeth,
is
but
there-
you survive.
Oh,
Survive
yeah,
is
the
a strong
wings
word
thing.
for that.
I wanted to ask something actually, but I don't know. There would be a spoiler
Oh,
if there was a Death Kupo enemy encounter.
There is not, no.
I think that was post the creation of this, that meme.
I don't know. Some cards are fairly new and some are older, so
True.
FF Tactics was
it was long before Command and Conquer. So
True. I really need to get back and finish that game.
I mean, it probably good.
God,
Yeah.
I fucking remembered something from those streams.
It is your activation, Max. So whenever you wish to roll your dice.
Oh, for the love of God!
So
That looks
you
like
can
a-
now parry though.
I can.
Oh yeah, right.
So it reflects the enemy's next highest damage value back at it, and you take nothing from that damage.
So what does it mean by next highest in this case? Oh, or does it mean next
roll,
highest
yeah,
damage value?
yeah.
Right,
it should
right.
be the next highest damage value that it rolls. So when you
Well,
roll,
I think I kind of have to do that, otherwise I'm going to die screaming.
well, you may still die screaming because the blue dice are not that great for the parry, but we'll see.
All right, well, I'll try anyway.
Yeah.
So what? The highest one gets reflected back to him, and
Yes.
then I take the rest.
Yes.
Awesome. Come on, blanks. Show me blanks all day long. Oh, you didn't.
Well,
Well, he
you
takes 2 damage,
both take
and
2
you die.
damage, and I'm afraid Mr. Caliber dies.
Why do I have to be the first to die?
I mean, I was kind of hoping.
So is it after you
would
die, you come back with half health? Did you say that, or
Yeah.
was that a specific thing?
I'm wondering if there's
Die,
another.
die, die.
Check my notes.
Presumably, there's some negative consequence for death.
Well, I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking probably, yeah.
So there probably should be.
Yeah, I think what I will do, I'm fairly certain. Just can't seem to find the actual note. But I'm relatively certain it is pretty much the opposite of winning. So next round, when you activate, you'll go back up to half health,
Right.
and you will take a detriment card.
Cool.
You then have the decision. You can either try and rebuild a new dungeon path from the spares
Right.
to go around the monster, or just continue fighting the monster. At this point, it's probably better to just continue fighting. 'Cause
That
it's only
seems
got
like
6 health.
I mean, I did make a start on it.
Yeah.
Might as well finish the job.
But yes, so for now, nothing. You
Is that
miss-
every time you die, you can decide to bypass a monster?
Yes, I think so.
So that is when I could use my do it card.
That is true, yes.
Right. Cool.
I'll flip myself upside down.
He doesn't like that.
You,
So I could.
So Chester, you're too.
So I could delay someone.
come on.
So is everyone on their?
No!
Yeah.
I mean, Chester.
Either second.
Unfortunately, Chester and Oni are both on their first.
Everyone except for
Malice is
you.
on their
Em,
first,
I'm
yeah.
still on my first one too, except
Yeah.
I'm dead.
Ah, Chester, you get a re-roll token.
Well, I'll be there.
Both or just one?
Pardon?
Reroll this singular dice.
Do you want to do
No,
that?
no, you get a reroll token.
You
By,
get a re-roll token,
getting
and
it.
you can use it either on your own dice at any point in time, or the enemy dice at any point in time.
could you, when you get the token, use it to reroll the dice that you got the reroll token from?
Yes,
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
That's not how I would interpret that, I must admit.
Where are the reroll tokens?
I've given you one on the side of your card. It's the checkers, the orange checker token.
Also, by the way, these tokens at the moment by Chester looks like Mentos.
Yes, it's because
Yeah.
they're
It
tokens
is
from
a lot.
Go, I think.
To get through this. Oh, baby.
Time to die!
And there's
Time
the
to
jump
die.
kick.
Well,
Oh,
that,
there's
yeah,
a 2 combo.
yeah, that is
See.
a 2+ combo. The
it's
red
just instant
die
death.
has 1 2+ combo, making it a devastating die.
Speaking of devastating and die,
4.
Oh dear, that's
6.
now 6 plus the next one.
Not automatically 6. And 10.
Is a grand total of 10, unfortunately.
I may have died first, but Chester died more than me.
Oh, much,
Oh,
much,
wait.
much more. So, you
Because
do
I-
have 3 tokens.
Yeah, I'm cashing these in. I'm
Yes.
fucking killing bitch.
So, you are now the Lightning Phoenix.
Wait, he drops half his boon cards. Does that mean if
Yes.
This is
He's been
regen.
forgetting his regen as well. You should have been gaining 1 health
You
each turn.
fool!
But yes, you
Oh,
now
whatever.
you
Fucking
lose
matters.
that because it's rounded up on this occasion.
I'm pretty sure that 10 damage wouldn't have.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, even
no,
though
no,
it would
that's
still
true.
be incredibly dead flavored.
So, I think the intent, at least. Let me just double check.
The intent that you have intended.
This
Yeah,
it was confuse people.
probably. I mean, right, I think do
Context looks like it's written by old man Henderson. Jesus.
do an attack roll now, as you have risen as the Lightning Phoenix and are attacking the beast. So you get a bonus attack roll.
Fuck you, Lars.
Oh, you technically
A shield and your ability.
a shield and your ability. So your ability, you can either add damage equal to your lightning counters, which is still free at the moment.
0.
You haven't dispensed of the lightning counters just yet. So you can either
okay.
do free damage or wait until it takes a turn and it reflects. So on this occasion, because it's not having a counter attack this turn, just do free damage.
Oh, it's got 6. Come on, I'm gonna kill you,
right.
Captain Burst.
So it is me once again.
Boss.
Alright, so that's my player ability. A shield, a weakness, they cancel each other out, and the weapon ability. So I'll just use the weapon ability to pop that up to the 2 plus the 1 for grip shift. Kills it. So the demon is now
Bastard.
dead. Goodbye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 boon card for me. I get a shovel. This will not knight you at all, but could be good for clearing obstructions. You can discard this boon to ignore the effects of 1 obstruction type encounter. So that's everything.
It
from me.
cost you 200 rupees. So.
That's not quite the reference I was going for.
I
went
know,
exclusively
I know.
Shovel Knight. And
I
partly
know.
sort of,
Okay, so now it's me. Yeah.
it is. So next
Encounter is a wyvern.
time- the Wyvern.
This creature is
Oh, go on, you might as well.
This creature is infuriated if you ask the question why. Nobody has discovered why, because when they ask it, it kills them.
It's not like
Okay.
I've been asked why. And it's got a lofty total of 22 health, which I
That
genuinely,
means why
thought
the-
it was going to be easier to get through.
Can I use my controller? Is this the time for that?
It depends. What was your controller?
Discard it to raise the difficulty of another player's enemy die.
Yes. So,
Because I'm going to go ahead and throw a low battery controller in Icarin.
so
Ouch.
it is now. The enemy is now
Permanently?
rolling a
Or-
yellow and a red.
Permanently or
Yes,
just
for
one?
this one.
I think only for the 1 activation,
Okay.
because otherwise that would probably be a bit extra.
All right. So I'll be rolling mine first then.
It's currently a placeholder. Yes, it very much is. I would have loved to have done
2
some actual
damage.
models.
1, 2 plus 3 for that one, and also
Oh, plus
my
you get
ability.
Yeah, you get a
Take a
determination.
token.
Or perseverance.
And then now that it rolls, it takes 1 damage, and we roll these.
So
5.
5 plus the next roll of the yellow. 7
6, 7.
damage. So that's quite hefty. But yes, I think at this point the depleted controller wears off and it goes back to its regular flavoured dice.
Good.
And now
No.
Pony.
Somewhere.
Time to die.
Oh, for fuck!
Okay, so you've enhanced it once again.
The katana's
How
broken.
the hell
I mean,
does
it really
this work?
is.
I
I don't know.
snapped it off.
And you get a reroll token, which you can use.
There is no way
whenever you
someone's gonna be
please.
this unlucky.
Can I reroll this garbage?
You can reroll.
You could reroll your attack die.
I think it is only one single dice you're re-rolling with a reroll token, though.
Well, man, it's not like he's gonna die in one turn. So.
No. But you probably will die in a moment.
Oh,
so.
wait, this should be a yellow, right? Where's the yellow one?
No, the enhance icon.
Oh, right.
So
Insectoids, they'll get you.
at the moment, you're dead. But you never know, you might be more dead.
Even worse.
Yes, you're even more dead. You're even more dead. This is unbelievable.
Welcome to the club, Oni.
Will
And-
he hit?
Oh my good god, you can't possibly roll this many combos in a row.
Holy shit.
I mean, I know I always calculated that
One,
it was
two.
possible to roll that many combos
Oh,
in a
yeah.
row, but flipping no, I didn't expect it.
If combos are this good, maybe the nunchuck would be amazing to
I mean,
use.
that's
a little
true.
bit
That's
high.
true. I'm beginning to think the nunchuck might be a little bit overpowered, even though it's got low values. It's got combos, which I always thought might be possible, but I'd hope not.
Do we revert on his health back, or do we do that on his
Upon
beginning of
next
his turn?
activation, I think we'll deal with that. So now it's Malice's activation, so let's deal with your death. So you draw a detriment card.
Just
So, what is your detriment? Oh, you get a detriment die. The captive NPC. Surprisingly awkward to keep a captive and fight effectively. So let us find you.
And by the way, I think it's quite telling that when I first saw the icon for that, my impression was that it was the "you're a wanker" gesture.
No, that's one of the few that I didn't draw because I got lazy and bored. So
No, I mean it's clear what it's meant to be, but
Yes.
just in my head it was like. "Wanker."
So yes, you now have to roll the captive NPC dice. The captive
Wanker
NPC dice can either force you to re-roll all dice immediately, which could be beneficial or not beneficial. You also have 3 blanks on that dice: a -1, which is 1 damage to you, or a weakness, which of
What,
course
does
is
the captor punch him?
Pretty much, yeah.
Great, brilliant. Just what I always wanted.
You bring back someone from hell with you, and then they can punch you.
I
Because,
bring someone
don't know.
back from hell, and they're a prick about it.
Yes.
Great, magnificent. All right, so back up to
And
12
then back
then.
up to half health, and then, as I say, I think it's probably just carry on the combat is the best idea.
Okay. All right, Fire Ant, you win the first round, but I'm going to throw my captive at you. Ha!
So double weakness.
How does that work?
Those
Do
two,
two of its dice go up?
yeah, those 2 blues become 2 yellows.
Well,
Man, I hate my life right
I
now.
wonder if you die again, maybe this turn.
I mean, it's a
That would
distinct
suck.
possibility. The yellows
you have
are not
another-
pleasant.
I don't want to die again. It wasn't much fun the first time.
Oh, what if it hits you with the fire now? Come
I
on.
will scream and cry. Wait, no, hang on a minute.
You
if
can
it hits me with
choose
fire,
a die.
So I
Oh,
can
you can choose the
transfer my
detriment die?
captive. It's one of my dice, isn't
You
it?
take you use the meat shield. Meat shielding.
Exactly. What a brilliant strategy that would be. Unfortunately, here's 6 damage right away.
I see.
Alton.
Right, so that's you pretty much dealt with. So it is.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It is back to Chester, who is still, at the moment, the Lightning Phoenix. So activate as the Lightning Phoenix.
Thanks for the sound effect, Mala.
You're welcome.
Meow.
So
That's
the
a
Lightning Phoenix ability will either allow you to do 3 damage now, or reflect back.
The damage
I
you
didn't
take.
finish it off, but let's say you reflect half the damage received back at it.
So
Would you
yeah,
like the
I will
static or the
deal the
passive?
damage.
You'll deal the damage, okay? You also gained a shield, which means, yes, the blue dice goes 0 automatically. Unfortunately,
Two.
that is a 2 plus the next roll.
Of course it is.
It's gonna kill you again.
So that is a 5.
5.
2.
You would have done 3 anyway, so.
Yeah. Doesn't matter a huge deal.
Right, so I believe that's my activation, and I'm on to my next card. Oh, which is...
Oh boy, that's
dear,
a lot of
I've got
things.
one of the
The
nasty...
giant scorpion.
Yes. Do killing machines get better than this? Claws, poison, sting, it has every way to kill you covered.
Including a poison poke.
And yes, so I don't need that, but I do need that. And it's,
Are green dice worse than yellow or better?
they are easier than yellow. So in
So
terms
they're
of...
more likely to get something.
Yeah. In terms of
Okay.
difficulty, you have blue dice, green dice, yellow dice, red dice, black dice. And
God,
then you
There's
get...
black dice. Okay, cool.
Well, I don't think we're going to get far enough, because, I mean, I've only got about half hour left myself, and I can't help but think in the not-too-distant future, Excalibur will suddenly go, I've been called for dinner.
Oh, good lord, yes, 7:30.
Yeah.
The munching hour will definitely be approaching quite
So
quickly.
it is distinctly probable we're not getting through
I'm
this.
guessing the bosses might have black die.
Yes, the black dice are boss dice, which is exclusive to them.
Right.
Right, I will roll my dice. Right, so the ability of the weapon. So we've got those two cancel out. Oh, I've forgotten to actually upgrade its health because I don't know what it is. 19? 19. Ah, thank you very much. Marvellous. Right, so I think I'm going to go all in damage. So the ability of the grip shift allows for 3 damage. So 6 damage, which is 13 knots. That's it. And now the enemy. Just straight 5 damage to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it is Nicarin's activation, and you're still
Right.
going against the Wyvern.
4 damage with that +1, and then it's 5 with the magic cactus.
That is quite correct, yes.
4, 5, and then it does a roll, so that's 1. Let's see what it rolls. Oh, for fuck's sake, 2. Oh boy, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Big nombres now.
Yes, that was quite nasty
Wow.
on that.
I'm sure
so
I'm
Oni.
thinking fast now.
Oni, dear sweet Jesus, please, Oni. Do some damage.
Only
Oh,
for the love
oh
of
shit,
God,
you died, so you get a detriment card. Oh, you have the
Where's
Emblem of
that?
Fire. The Emblem of Fire?
Not Fire Emblem then.
No, well,
No.
it is based on Fire Emblem. I just
Yeah.
Legally
I
not
guess that.
affiliated with Fire
Yeah,
Emblem.
I was avoiding copyright, so it is warm to the touch. Perhaps too warm. Maybe I should stop touching it. Haphazard Flame is the ability. Deal 3 fire damage to the enemy and 1 damage to your character. But also, it's got a blank side and you lose 2 health, you lose 1 health, and a weakness. So it's a nasty die. It's a nasty die.
Yeah. This
It's a
can't be,
bastard dice.
can't be the
Yeah,
Fire Emblem.
I did last time.
This can't be the
Right,
actual
no
Fire
longer
Emblem.
upgraded, so you'll be after
Not
that.
extra life
But,
and sword
yes.
Bandos.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And
that
that
is
is
the
what-
black
Hey,
side
damn
of
it.
the
Number!
Fire Emblem.
There's a number in there.
Unfortunately,
damage
you do
being made.
enhance one of the enemy dice. And you also do your
Right.
player ability, which unfortunately is nothing because you haven't gotten anywhere. I need to adjust that achievements ability because it needs
I think
improvement.
you do, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems a bit.
It's a bit of a
terrible.
waste until you actually get started. And I suppose, arguably, until you get started, it's a waste, and then it's quite powerful, perhaps. But I think it needs a bit of adjustment. So, yes, you did
I
2
feel like
damage.
bigger issue is the numbers. Because I feel the
Oh,
health
yeah.
enemy.
Yeah.
I feel like once that's done away, getting achievements becomes better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I think you could happily halve every health number on the enemies, and that would be about.
Yes, I'm thinking that as well. So, Oni, your enemy dice, please. See what it's going to do.
Horrible
things,
things. I expect.
not too bad at the moment. So, 2 and a re-roll on the yellow. Hey, just the
Hey.
2 damage. Right, and after Oni, it is Mr. Calibar, who is still
Back from
battling
dead.
an ant.
Back from the dead.
I will defeat the ant. You'll see.
I mean, we may not.
You
know,
will!
Must have got work tomorrow.
Right, so you've got the ability to parry, and you've got a blank, but I'd say maybe parry with the weakness, because that will cancel it.
Yeah. Let's do that then. Oh, there we go.
So this time you want back to its standard dice. So 3 blues and a bronze.
Better die, Ant.
Ant, you
So
don't
you're
belong in
reflecting
this.
1 back at it with parry, and then taking 2.
My user-defined win condition is defeating this ant. Everything else.
Did you actually like
kind of gonna
lower
be
the
it
damage
for most of us?
or
But,
on
Yes,
lower the health
no,
from the thing?
Chester, you are still currently the Lightning Phoenix, I think. Yes.
Yeah. Brr.
So again, you can. Oh, you might as well do your 3 damage and defeat the enemy.
You, Lars, you're dead.
So
Dead at last.
I think at
Can't
this
see it, I'm
point
doing it.
it's the end of the encounter. So the Lightning Phoenix evaporates, and you are left.
Mhm.
I think because the Lightning
Oh,
Phoenix
no.
evaporates, you're left on
You're
11,
fighting the demon.
and then for winning, you get your 5, so you can be on 16 now. I think.
Yarr.
And you also get a boon card.
An Ed Boon card. No,
Yes.
it can't be that. There's no. It's not spelled. Yeah.
Right. No. No.
Don't you get rid of my red statue.
No.
Where did you?
Off the table into the sadness zone.
If only Malice had gotten.
The red statue. Sometimes it just is not worth looking behind the statue. Discard this card to force a player to look behind the red statue. Whilst they are looking, you can choose one of their rolled dice and change its result to one of your choosing. So at
Can I
any
make a
point...
proposition
What?
at this point? Can we add some text to this card?
What's the text?
The text is, if you're playing as Malice, you may immediately flip the table and murder everyone around it.
No, we can't do that. Right, so my
I
activation...
I do think, in all seriousness, you should add an effect specific to me.
I mean, there are some specific to characters, so I might do. Right, so my activation, let's roll my dice. So we've
Or
got...
Jay, if
Oops.
you ever add more characters into this, there should be an interaction with a Scungeon character.
Yes,
Possibly.
definitely.
Right, so we've definitely got 4 damage there. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
In
Then
fact,
we've got a
I know
shield,
which.
and the ability is going to be the grip shift to damage. So 1, 2, 3, and the shield lowers the yellow. No, the shield lowers a green to a blue. And now, badoosh. So 4 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not an ability, so that's everything from me. So over to Nicarin.
Alright, let's go. Whee!
Okay, so you can take a reroll token, and you lower the yellow. Wait, no, I've been doing that wrong. The yellows should only be going down to greens. So all this
My
time,
God.
where I may very well have been doing that wrong all this time. Bollocks.
You made the game. No excuse.
Oh, wait a minute. He also takes 1 damage
Yes, he
because
takes
of
1 damage from the cactus. and
magic
then
cactus.
5 damage to you and 1 more for him attacking you.
There
And
we
now
go.
we are back to Oni.
We're all praying for
We
you,
are,
Andy.
we are willing you on. If you can roll 2 on the... Oh, 2 and... Oh, unfortunately you take 1 damage for the Emblem of Fire. You've rolled your ability, which needs improvement, but you do 2 damage.
Yes, it is unfortunately at this juncture that I'm going to have to skedoodle, so I'll do my last round and then
Oh, that's fair enough.
disappear into the mist.
Right, so Malice, can you do 6 damage?
Probably not.
Oh, wait, hang on. Oni actually has to have the monster attack him first, just
I gotta
quickly.
roll the yellow.
I'm afraid he does, yes.
So 3 damage at the moment. 4 damage at the moment. 5-6 damage.
5,
That's not so bad. It's quite bad.
Oops.
Do we check all the cards that Mouse would have gone?
Yeah, we might as well. We'll see what they are, just to provide information and interest and amusement. So Malus, can you do 6 damage before he does? Spoiler alert! No, I don't think you can.
I think it's plausible, but it's
viable, but very difficult to pull off because you need 2 exact rolls. You got one of the 2, but you didn't get the other one. So weakness. So yeah, that's actually supposed to be a green die, not yellow die. So you've been at a.
So basically, you've been screwing me over this whole time.
Well, in fairness, I've been screwing everybody over. So
yeah, I know.
If you screw everybody,
except yourself.
No, I've been screwing myself over as well.
I know.
So 4 damage. The fire ant lives.
I never killed the fire ant.
But will the fire ant kill you?
Again.
A second time, yeah.
Chances are high. Yes.
So
Well, yeah.
Exactly enough.
Exactly. Wow.
Well, I think that's my cue, really, isn't it?
Okay.
Sad.
Have a look at some of these cards. So you
A giant spider.
You would have gone from a giant ant to a giant spider.
Christ.
Straight into a ninja. You cannot hide what you cannot see. And then an assassin could have turned up. Jesus, you got the shitty end of this stick. Oh, the fiery forge though. That's all right. You could change your weapon, or you can take the Damascus Steel special card, which ups the damage on your weapon.
I probably would have done that one.
Insta-kill.
Every game.
Carrots over!
You die. Carrots over. Wow.
Carrots over,
and
indeed. And then your boss card would have been the Vengeful Ronin. That's just one of my own creations, so nothing specific to you, I'm afraid. But
Okay.
once a hero, a corruption spread throughout the land, killing all in its path. Barely surviving and losing all those dear to them, this Ronin lost their mind and became one with the corruption. That's a nasty boss, because it can spread to everybody else as well. So,
like a plague.
So I'm assuming we will be saying cheery bye-ski to Mr. Caliber now.
Yes, but this is good. Man. I think you were underselling it. There's a lot of work that's gone in this.
There we go.
It's certainly got
lying on top of the giants.
It's certainly got some degree of legs, but it does still need adjustments.
I think the only issues we really have are with the numbers.
Definitely, yeah, those health bars. I don't know.
Probably lower the enemy
health
encounter
bars
health.
to be sort of like 2 good turns, and we'd be done. But unfortunately, we've not had good turns. So
when you're dealing with dice,
yeah.
I'll send you a message on Discord because I got a couple of things I just want to.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah,
anybody else can feel free to send feedback via Discord as well. Either put it in the Sunday afternoon at home chat in my Discord, or stick it somewhere in Malice's, or send it directly to me as a direct message. That any of those options will suffice. We can probably do another couple of rounds ourselves. So, if Malice has any parting words.
Yeah, just going to say it's been a good life. And I'm going to try and make like the time for this on Sundays again if you continue doing it.
Well, that's almost debatable because it's not done well in the past. But if people are willing, if people want to play some board games like this, well, I say like this, professional.
I'd be willing to play it again.
Yeah,
play some games, even if I always do terribly.
But yeah, I mean, the plan is usually I start at 4:30. Do something random for a half hour to an hour, depending on who turns up at what point, and then at some latest point, 5:30, we start a game. And you know, the key ones I like are Bloodborne, the card game. I really want to try Escape the Dark Castle, which has a lot of elements. Dungeon Deck is thieving, I suppose, essentially, but paying homage to is the politer one.
Games just need mechanics from other games, it's fine.
And then also, technically I've got the digital version that no one else I don't think has, of Muffin Time, the card game from Tom Scar, and, you know, Turbo Punch, Dark Squidge, whatever you like to... Astaf Movie is the key thing people would have recognised.
Right, well, I shall take my leave, so good day to you all.
Yes,
goodbye.
As I say, we might as well unless anybody else needs to go, in which case, fair dues.
I just snorfed down my dinner so I could come back, so I'm good for a bit.
Oh, right, okay.
The only thing I'm missing
Muffin
is...
Time doesn't have a digital version. I built a digital version myself in Tabletop Simulator. That's why I think only I've got it. Because I actually scanned all the cards. Poorly, I grant you, but nonetheless I scanned all the cards and built a load of assets myself to do things with it.
Hey now, Jay, that's more effort than anybody else put in. So you win.
So, Chester, you might as well activate now and see if you can get past Captain Lars. Oh, you did get past Captain Lars. Unfortunately, you're straight onto a demon.
Yeah, thanks, Nick, by the way.
Yeah, I must admit, Apocalyptica's a hell of a thing. I tell you, let's... As it's testing, we're going to try it at half health, see what happens.
Right.
See if it's a little bit more manageable.
Thank you.
Do I keep my wyvern on its health? Or do I lower it?
No,
I can keep it on its
halve
health.
that as well, and I'll halve mine. Halve its current value, and we'll try and get on with some more cards next turn.
And is that the...
That's 1 damage and dodge.
Okay, 1 damage and dodge. I will do the 1 damage and then I will dodge. Throw yourself off chair.
So half damage on the red die.
Red.
Oh, no, that's a combo again anyway. Oh, another one.
2.
2 damage, carrying on. 6
3, 4, 5
damage
is
in total.
6.
Good lord. Oh, but halved to 3, so that's not so bad.
Thank goodness. Man, it sure is a good thing there is, the football on tonight is
that's
something...
lucky. 3 damage precisely. 1, 2, 3. Those two would have negated one another anyway, so... right, I get to squidge that thing, so I take a boon card. The Scarlet Thread. If you die to an enemy's attack, discard this card to deal the damage you would have taken to another player. A brutal...
What's Scarlet Thread taken from?
An old, possibly Japanese myth or folk tale of some kind that everybody in the world is connected together with a crimson thread. It's one of mine.
Oh!
It's one of mine. It is not a mallet.
Is that Japanese? I've heard that. I've heard of that.
It is Nicaron's activation, and I think at this point you stand a chance of killing it, but not a high one. You get another reroll token and 3 damage because of the cactus.
2, 3, get another one, and then
it survives with 1 health because it will attack.
Can I? I think no. Wait a minute. What can I actually get on my die here? I could get a +2.
Yes, I must
right.
Your player die. Yes, you could get a +2. Unfortunately, I didn't write the player dies down. But yeah, you've definitely got your ability. You've definitely got a dodge. You've definitely got a +2 oomph.
I'll take away a reroll and reroll my player one.
Okay.
There we go. So I'll reroll this one.
So that
Fuck
is
yeah, I got
+2,
+2, so he's dead.
Right, so you regain 5 health. And you get another... Oh, you get the Blue Bolt spell die. The player controlling this boon can roll the Blue Bolt spell die. Now I just have to find the Blue Bolt spell die.
And so the sustained chain, reroll this die. If it rolls the damage, deal the damage, and then keep the die on that face and deal the damage again next turn without rolling the die.
Essentially, if you end up on that, you can then carry it over to the next round as a guaranteed 1 damage.
No, you get that and then you re-roll it, and if you get damage, you keep that damage. So you do the damage and then keep the damage next turn as well.
Yes.
That's it, yeah. Okie dokie.
I was going to Malice's place, but it's only his turn anyway, so...
Wait, will your stare down... Oh no, your stare down ended, didn't it? Oh no, he died last time.
Oh, come on. 2 damage.
Come on.
Oh no, it's the ability of the creature Oh, so yes, discard this die and another die you rolled. So I'd suggest discarding the detriment die.
Yes.
That would be the best bet.
Yes. That's fine.
2 damage and your ability. Do you know what? You've magically gained an achievement token, so you get to do an extra 2 damage. So you've killed the monster.
Congratulations, you got an inspiration die.
You've killed the monster. Yay! So you get. Oh, there we go. The opposition of insta kill. Carrots. With these in your possession, the carrots will not be over. Discard this card to prevent the effects of insta-kill. So unfortunately...
Well, how many insta-kills are there?
There is only one. So the fact that we know where it is means that's a waste of a boon. So chuck that out and get another one. Let's see. Empty bottle. That's not a terrible one. It's a bit of a waste at the moment, but if you find something to fill it with, that would be nice. So it would be Malice's. Malice is gone, so we might as well do another round... Yeah, do another round, and then I've probably got to call it quits. So, Mr. Phoenix, you're probably not going to be able to do 8 damage, but you never know. Maybe I'll just flounce the rules and allow you to suddenly do it. So that's a dodge and a... Oh, look! Yeah, you killed it. Woo!
Fair enough. I appreciate it.
As I say, we'll just make this the last round. So
the Ed Boon card is Dragon Pendant.
Oh, that's my pendant. That's a shame.
If Jade Dragon is equipped with this, also negate damage taken by rage. Well, you see, then there's precedent. Cards having character specifics.
Yes.
Fuck off, fly.
There very much is. Right, so I actually killed my enemy last time, so I get to move on to my next dungeon tile. Oh, which is Wendy Noodle Arms.
Oh no.
Wendy Noodle Arms!
So we'll do half that health bar of 9, and then what do we need? 2 yellow dice.
Arms!
The Jade Dragon super... It really is, yes. There is a Malice Caliber specific super card as well. But we have not encountered that, I suppose, yet. 4 damage, weakness and shield counteract each other, so 6 damage in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Wendy Noodle Arms in return.
Jay, I have an important question for you.
And what is that question?
If Wendy Noodle Arms is in the name, does that mean that Kazan is also in?
No. Because Wendy Noodle Arms I remembered, the other one I did not.
How could you forget the Snot Ninja?
The Lone Swordsman. Oh boy, this
like that's like forgetting. Like, tell me at least there's a thumbs up in it.
There's a what in it?
Thumbs up, Lord J approving.
Oh no! Again, I didn't think of that one.
He's the judo master. I have totally not just opened up the Wikipedia page because I never remember what the Snot Ninja's name is.
I also need a bronze. Whoops.
In case anyone cares, Wendy Noodle Arms' real name is Wendy Milan, and she's a professional wrestler.
No, I think you'll find her real name is Wendy Noodle Arms, and she's a chef. Yes, just do it sort of 9, 8 health, something along those lines. As I say, we're pretty much at the last round. Maybe I'll do another one, actually. We've done this one quite quickly.
Holy shit, that angry chicken's kind of hench.
What angry chicken?
The angry chicken card. It's one of each coloured die.
Oh, I see. You're pilfering future knowledge, are you? Oh, yes, the angry chicken is fucking powerful, yeah.
Okay, why not?
Right, so Nicarin, you
1, 2,
did
3.
yes, 2 damage, another perseverance, and a shield. So lower that.
It will have a green.
Yeah, yellow for the green. That's it. Uh, 3 damage. That's not bad. Very manageable, in fact. So, Mr. Lightning, who spoilt his dungeon.
Oh.
Get these back into the flipping. There we go. But you are facing off against the angry chicken. So we'll give him 6 health because we'll halve it. So hopefully you can kill him immediately because cards are going all over the place. Did you use them for floating? Did you attack their friends? Whatever you did, this chicken is angry, and you would not like them when they're angry. So that's obviously a Zelda reference.
Yeah.
Dodge and the gun's ability.
Okay, I'm just going to use explode and hope for the best.
I mean, certainly you could do up to 8 damage. You don't. You do 4 damage, but that's still not bad.
I'll take. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
But unfortunately, the chicken does get a shot at you, and the chicken is potent. The chicken is
Oh
potent.
shit.
Oh, there we go. Oh, so we've got straight up 5 damage there, 6 damage with the combo to see what comes next. Uh, 8 damage. And then over to me. I will roll my dice. So that's lucky I got some damage there. So the 2 shield and weakness cancel each other out again, and I do 3 damage. Oh, that's handy. That's exactly what I had left. So I crush you. Take another boon card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got an empty bottle now. There are a couple of empty bottles available, and obviously, you know, we've had 2 of them. So, it is Nicarin. Are we still on the Discord, or am I not on the Discord? Interesting. I don't appear to be on the Discord. Can you hear me back on the Discord?
Yes.
Now? Oh, okay.
Yes, we can.
I don't know what happened there. It just sort of disconnected me. I thought it was eerily silent.
Strange.
Shame.
Okay.
Anyway, so I defeated the monster. So it's over to Nicarin, who's got his 3 dice to roll.
So
we finally got the
1, 2,
back
3.
end strike. So
choose another dice.
yeah,
Roll
so-
accept ability icons. This dice becomes the same as the dice. So it
basically
becomes
4 damage.
2 more.
Yeah.
1, 2. But then,
Your magic
do I do the
cactus, I
damage
think.
as it rolls?
What do you mean? Oh,
I'd
for the
already
magic
done
cactus.
2 and then 3, and then 4, 5. Like it had 6 health. So I've already added the magic cactus.
Oh yeah. So when
And
the,
when it
the
rolls,
enemy
do I do
activates-
damage before?
Yeah. When the enemy activates, it takes its cactus point. Although it does roll. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because when it attacks, so it's actually attacking you as it takes the damage, so it would still roll its dice. Ooh,
2
You
damage,
actually
wow.
get the ability
1,
this
2.
time as well. The Lone
Oh, it has to
Swordsman
be on bottom.
ability. So the player rolls their weapon dice, and the highest ranked enemy die, which is the yellow. The highest number wins, and the loser takes 5 damage. Icons are a 1, and on a draw, both player and enemy take 1 damage. So this duel is quite crucial, because it could kill you straight back.
Both take 1 damage, no?
Yes, if it
But
rolls the same.
isn't he already dead, or does
Well-
that not matter then?
It doesn't matter at the moment, because he died upon doing it, I suppose.
Okay, so roll. I
He
win?
has- I mean,
Or-
that's an icon. I classify that as an icon, so you do win. So he takes another 5 damage, but obviously he is already
Please.
dead. So
Nice.
you have won. So you replenish 5 health,
1,
and
2,
you
3,
get
4,
another
5.
boon. You have got a cheeky fruit cider. Discard this card to recover any lost maximum health and heal 5 HP. Malice's
What
favourite
does
drink, the
that
cheeky fruit cider.
mean? Like, any lost maximum health
Yes.
would mean full heal, but then why heal 5 again? Or
No, it's if you have lost any maximum health. So if you were
Oh,
no
okay,
longer
okay.
max at 28, because there's a withering poison in there somewhere, which would have, you know, lowered your maximum health bar. Probably
Right.
need the wording there.
Okay.
So Oni, it is your turn, and you are. Oh, you've managed to kill a demon instantaneously and moved on to the next tile, which is unfortunate because it's the emissary of the survivor, which is another battle. But you know, still.
Oops, that's not the right.
Owing to the cult of the survivor, all birds are now seen as holy symbols of the one true legend, the survivor. Any guesses on who the survivor is?
don't. It's too painful.
Just a
It's
10,
too
we're
painful
halving them.
still.
So.
That I'm. I feel partly responsible for how that went. As I was the trusting quick attack.
Ah, yes, of course. It doesn't have a.
Should've-
Oh, that, right, okay.
One
Yeah,
blue.
you should have
one
trusted
blue and
the
two
quick.
green. So there's a green that we can clone. Now I just need to find a blue somewhere. There's one over there. That's it. Is that right? 2 greens and a blue, yes. So if you roll those 2 green... Oh, roll your player dice first. So you take 2 more damage, but you dish out 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. I'll just do it for you. That's another death for you, Oni, I'm afraid.
Well then.
Right. Let us do... We'll try and do one more sort of blitz round. So... Do you know what? Everybody wins again, so you get to do your next thing. Ooh, the Shining Object. Draw a boon card.
An Ed Boon card.
Take it that's going to be a repeating crossbow thing again.
There, maybe.
Let's see. Battleship. Not that it's important because you're not going to get to roll the battleship die, but you can investigate the battleship die.
I am
Get the
Ed Boon has been something that's gnawing away my brain. I've found out in MK10 there is a map called Concentration or Refugee Camp, but camp is spelt with a K.
Oh dear. So,
And I cannot get over the fact that Refugee Camp is spelt with a K.
this is the first of 2 cards that uses the same joke structure. It is dangerous to traverse the seas. Take this. It's the ultimate form of aggression. Obviously, that's referencing Malice and Zelda. But I do a second Zelda reference in exactly the same format later on because I wrote them at different times. A viscous ooze. Oh, well, we can show off another mechanic because I happen to have an empty bottle, which is quite useful. So, yeah.
I filled mine up with
Tears, I imagine. So yes, I have an empty bottle. I place the full ooze bottle on top. I now have a full ooze bottle. So place this card on top of your empty bottle. Best not to touch it. I guess that goes for enemies as well. Damage enemies for 6 damage. Does 0 to ooze type monsters.
Wait, hold on. Is that Ivan Ooze?
Not specifically. It was just
But it could be.
it was just a nasty viscous liquid that I thought could fill a bottle. There's a potion in there somewhere and a mildly amusing fairy reference. So Nicarin, you you are in fact on your spike pit.
If you draw ability, you leap over the spike pit, lands awkwardly, drawing 1 Death Ray card. Else you land on the spikes, take 5 HP damage. Right.
So it's bad no matter what, but I don't know which one's worse actually, to be honest. But still,
I will re-roll that
okay.
because reasons.
You
Yeah!
did ability, so you still land awkwardly and get a detriment, but nonetheless you are over the spike pit. The Grind. Draw a boon. Interesting. Don't remember this card.
Sometimes the drops.
Oh, the
just
next
are not
enemy
what
you
need
encounter must be
to-
fought twice. Well, that is a shocker,
Yep.
because that would be the boss. I think there'll
That's
be
not
a
how
sort
that
of-
works.
There'll be a sort of mitigation for that, I think, because obviously you can't face a boss twice, because that would be silly.
Yeah.
It'd be a little bit silly.
But you do get a second boon after it as well, technically. But anyway, this is
that
the new
doesn't-
tank, which of course
Yeah.
is a Neo tank, because Neo means new. Difficult to say no when someone offers you a new tank for the bargain price of 22,000 pieces of gold. So I'll tell you what, we'll do Oni's activation first, and then we'll just look at some of the base cards and see what you could have won, as someone said earlier. I believe it was Talamino said earlier. So Oni, if you wouldn't mind activating, and you might as well I'll tell you what, let's find out what your next dungeon card is. Wow, you got really unlucky, didn't you? So you're facing a zombie, which, in fairness, zombies are not that bad, because especially their ability is actually a negative to themselves, because it stops them rolling.
Oh, if it was a good thing to have, then surely it should dungeon.
It should be what?
It should be in next dungeon then if it's
True. A lot of them have turned out quite well. Sliding panel, there you go, that would have been an interesting one. You could have drawn a boon card, or allowed everybody else to draw a boon card. Thief, that would have been nasty if you'd had to fight a thief. Even. And then finally, your boss was the survivor himself. This bird has survived much in its lifetime. It does not reckon on you changing that. So that one, again, nasty, nasty boss.
Valor did some fucking work.
I know.
Well, I'm just thinking about it now.
And I see, if I'd got the warp plate earlier and Nicarin was on quite such a good run, I could have pilfered his dungeon path. So, and then my boss would have been the Shadow Simulacrum. It can appear as anything, vanish into the dark, and seems to be copying you move for move. Basically, another sort of Zelda-y.
Right.
Oh?
Dob, I think you went away. No?
Right. No, I do need to go fairly swiftly, so it's going to be a fairly quick end. The NPC goal alpha. So where Malice had the captive NPC, he could get rid of it. Because it's weird, I don't think I wrote it on this card.
That would have been useful.
No, I didn't. There is a detriment to just discarding an NPC. I don't know where that's gone, but it definitely existed at some point. So the White-Eyed Blue Dragon. This is an entirely me reference there. Shining azure scowls and bright white eyes. You think something is off, but cannot quite place your finger on what. It's the opposite of what it should be, that's what.
I mean...
Only Bush
Duo makes their appearance here. A pair of Oni that fight their enemies with massive clubs, bombs, and of course, bushes. So, yes. That one is a reference to me again, which is the Christmas specials where I did Oni Bush's video was the Oni Bush Duo.
And 2 black dice.
Why do I get an achievement? Oh, I've played Tabletop Simulator for 10 hours.
I mean, a lot of that was right now. So, yeah.
No, I mean, a lot of it. I think it has all exclusively been playing it. So,
I mean, there it is. As we've discovered, it needs some improvements, but it's actually, it's got better bones than I expected it to have.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's better bones than I expected it to have. It was interesting, I must admit, to discover that you can very easily play it with 5 people, when I always considered the maximum to be sort of 4. So that was... I thank you, Oni, for turning up. I thank everybody for turning up. I'd like to just clarify that one. But thank you for turning up and becoming a 5th player for an extra stress test that I was not 100% expecting.
Tal and Gannon, if you're still present.
Right, I'm going to exit Tabletop Simulator and I will do very, very swift cheery buys and stuff because I do need to leave now. I have pushed my time.
I also need to leave. I also need to leave as I have to go be very angry somewhere.
If you do wish to carry on and you want to join my Discord, I've just shoved that in the chat. I don't know if there's anybody new along the lines, but if there are, there's some links for Mr. Nightbot. Nightbot, do the thing.
Oh no!
Have I spelled it wrong? No.
It's just
Nightbot was just being slow.
There we go.
There we go. So, yes, there's links for both Malice Caliber and Nicarin if you quite enjoyed them. I will say cheerio and leave you with the end phase, and then Sunday afternoon at home can continue next week if people are interested. Feel free to put game preferences in the Sunday afternoon at home chat in my Discord. Any feedback, obviously, you can provide to me in either the Sunday afternoon at home Discord channel or DM me, whatever you fancy. It doesn't make too much difference. As long as it's a place where I'm likely to see the feedback, you can feel free to give that. You don't have to hold back, because improving it is probably desirable. So feel free to sort of, as long as it's constructive. I'll say that. As long as it's constructive, you can say whatever you like, as long as there's a sort of, if you do this, this would work out better. That's all I request. Anyway, I will leave the Discord chat. Thank you very much for everybody joining me. And I will say cheerio and play the end of the video. Cheerio.
Goodbye.
Well, it's the last day I ever spend like it, I'll tell you. We gotta get organised. Definitely. We can't go on like this, frittering away our lives like we've done today. We've got to do something constructive. Time is valuable.
I agree.
So do I. We only live once.
Of course we do.
There's a million things we could do.
Certainly there are. There's things like
Yes,
this.
like
Well, sure we could.
I'll see you next Sunday then.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
Cheerio. Good health.